Check. Jesus fucking Christ. Hi, everyone. We had a power outage here. We had a power outage here, and apparently that shut off all my shit. Ari, if you're going on later, by the way, check all your cameras, because mine were all fucked up. Just thought I'd let you know that. Dude, I was like, what the heck is going on? It literally was just my sound. It was just my mixer. That was it. Nothing serious. Just my mixer. Because my computer's restart. That was all. What a pain in the butt. Anyways. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. That looks crooked. I don't like that. And I can't change it over here. Because the stupid thing. Anyways. Sorry. While I get my freaking life together, because because I have a stupid power outage, because stupid Ron DeSantis is too busy trying to funnel money to his wife to pay the fucking electricity bill out here. So I guess we just don't have electricity. That's cool, huh? I guess we just don't get electricity out here in Florida. Okay. I guess we're just not allowed to have electricity out here in Florida. Isn't that fun? How's everybody doing on this wonderful Friday? How's everybody doing this wonderful Friday? Yeah, he's great. I specifically blame him for this, by the way, in case you're wondering. I specifically blame him for the reason why my cameras and my audio was all off. Okay? 100% on him. Yeah, I'm on early. I'm just hanging out. Oh my God, that's so big. You can't even see it. That's so lame. Guess I have to fix this too. Jesus Christ. Guess I have to fix all of it. Yeah. Someone asked if I was taking calls? Oh, Vicky, if you want to come in, I actually have somebody waiting to get screened right now. If you have the time. Yeah. You need to fix your banner. Do you see my banner moving like right now? Because that's what I'm doing. Now it looks okay. I mean, I am currently doing that. Why are you do? Oh, gotcha. Because I put too many words in there. I like why are you do. Who needs English? Who needs English? It's better. Let's be most of the people I talk to wouldn't be able to read that anyway. Okay. So I don't know why you're saying that. They can't read. All right. They were just gonna they were just gonna see that the only part they could read was Trump, and then they were gonna, yeah, they'd probably understand it better that way. See, I was trying to speak to my audience. All right, I was trying to speak to my audience. I was trying to speak to my audience. That's all I was trying to do. And it worked. It worked. As soon as I did that, Justin showed up. So it worked it worked perfectly. See, he could sense it. He could see I was speaking to him. Welcome on in, y'all. Yeah, we're a little early today. No, we're not going to be doing anything tonight. No, I'm going on early. I'm going on early specifically, so I can have a nice long live, hopefully. So hopefully I can have a nice long live. And then I can just get off and be done. But yeah, so actually I don't know if you guys know who David Pakman is. I'm sure most of you guys know who he is. He actually just put out a video talking about how literally YouTube is suppressing leftist content. Like anybody that's a leftist creator on the left is being, like, almost everybody is being suppressed by YouTube. I thought it was me. I thought all you guys hated me. Okay. And that's why everybody just all of a sudden out of nowhere just stopped showing up to my live. I thought just all of a sudden all of y'all just stopped showing up to my live, because like literally over the last like month and a half I've been sitting here like, what happened? Like, what happened? And then all of a sudden it just started nosediving. So I don't know. When he said ever since April 1st he's been suppressed, I was like, oh, that checks. That 100% checks. Yep, at least that makes sense. So if you guys are here and you guys somehow did find me, please make sure you guys are hitting that little bell if you're over on YouTube and turn those notifications on. I think you have to go up to my profile on TikTok and do it. Go and click my profile and turn those notifications on. But yeah, I'm definitely not getting pushed out in FYP anymore. Anywhere. Which sucks, you know? Which sucks. So no matter which platform you're on, please hook it up. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. No, and that's the thing. Dylan in Southern Illinois, are you asking that because you have a hookup? Because we already reached out to her and reached out to her team, and they never got back to us. Yep, we reached out to her team, and she never got back to us. Yeah, Ari did it. So, okay. Yeah. So Ari messaged her. I think she messaged it from the Polypolitics email account and asked her to be on the show. Thank you so much for the gold coin, James. And her team just left us on red. So yeah, if her team would like to apply or would like to reply to our comment and or reply to our email, then I would love to have her on the show. I would love to have her on my my new podcast. I know Ari would love to interview her on my new podcast. So yeah. Cool. Thanks a lot, Dylan. I appreciate that. Rosa, thank you so much for the money gun. I appreciate that. James, thank you for the thumbs up also. And Dark, thank you so much for the party hat. Why are those not showing up on my screen? Speaking of my podcast, if you have a Spotify or Apple Music account or any of those fun things and you'd like to subscribe to my podcast, go do it before we launch next week. Next week? Week after. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today. First episode is 2 weeks from today. First episode is 2 weeks from today. Rosa, thank you so much. I appreciate that. First episode is 2 weeks from today. And you can find it on YouTube podcasts. You can find it on Apple Music. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on, I think it's on iHeart. I think it's on Amazon. It's on like literally everything. So you can find it and hit subscribe. And I know this because I did it in front of so many people. There's 200 people. 200 people. They're just watching my TikTok right now, and another like 100 as we load up on YouTube that are watching over there. And 60 of y'all have 85 total have followed between Spotify and Apple Music. And I know more of y'all got it than that. Rosa, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. W's the chat for Rosa. Yeah. So it is the Politics Podcast. Go follow it. Pull up whatever platform you do it on. Okay? And you go follow it. All right? If between all three lives I have going on right now, if everybody went and followed it, I would have 300 plus people that followed the podcast. And right now I have like 85. So please and thank you. Go do that. Thank you so much, Rosa, clearing that whole money gun time. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Huge W's in the chat for Rosa. Rosa literally just cleared that entire money gun gift goal. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. And Harper, thank you so much for the sunshine. Approximate time, first episode will be in 2 weeks. June 5th. That'll be the first episode. It's all good, Rosa. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, first episode will be June 5th. June 5. So, yeah, make sure you guys follow it. Really appreciate you guys. It's going to be an awesome podcast, and it would be a shame if y'all missed it because you didn't follow it. It'd be such a shame. It'd be such a shame. Like we were just talking about with Dylan right there. We reached out to people like Angie Nixon out of Florida. Awesome politician coming up out of here. So great stuff. Would love to talk to her. Their first episode is going to be with the person who has New York actually had their primaries yet? I don't think New York's had their primaries yet, right? I don't think New York's had their primaries yet. June 16th-ish. Yeah, I thought it was coming up in a few. So yeah, first episode is with Antonio Reynoso out of New York 7th. And it looks like second one will be, I think the second will be Chris Irizarry out of Florida 12. Oh, that's a reach if I can actually pull that up. Florida 12. I don't remember which district it is. And then right after that, we will have back-to-back episodes out of back-to-back. See, I'm good. And then we'll have back-to-back episodes out of Louisiana 3rd, which will be Priscilla and John Day, who are both running in the Democratic primary there in August. So we will have both of them on concurrent episodes in late June, early July. That way we can catch them before their primary there. So if we have any people voting in Louisiana 3rd, let me know. You guys want to pay attention to that, because we're going to have both of them on concurrent shows. So we'll have them 1 week after the next, John Day and Priscilla Gonzalez, 1 week after another. It'll be really, really good. So, and you'll get to contrast and compare, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. So we have a bunch. I can't even keep track of all the people I've interviewed so far. It's been really awesome. It's been really, really awesome. Do you know which parishes that is? That's like a Lafayette area. I don't know which parish that is. So yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure it's like Lafayette area. It's southwest. It's the most southernmost west district in Louisiana. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch. But yeah, anyways, got a bunch of interviews coming out, and so we're gonna be talking a lot of politics. Should be very, very fun. Should be very, very fun. It is definitely interesting. I'll tell you this. By the way, phone lines are open. If you guys, if you still support Trump, you can call in on the number that's above my head. Or if you're even a Republican, you can call in on the number that's above my head. Either way. But yeah, it is definitely different. I'll tell you that much. That is the biggest thing that I'll talk about for sure. That I realized is the biggest difference between talking to someone running for in the Democratic Party in a red state and somebody running in a blue state. And it is drastically different. The way that thought processes work between them. Yeah. It is drastically different. So, and it makes complete sense, right? So, and you know, it's actually kind of funny because the people that are running in super blue spots, it's almost like a contest of who can be more blue. Right? And in the red places, it's almost like who can be more red and still be blue. It's really interesting. And that's not 100%. I'm not saying that's every I'm not saying that's every single one. Thank you so much, Blinded. I'm not saying that's every single person. But it is funny because like in red states, you have to get a lot of Republican votes. So it makes you a lot more right leaning, even if you're on the left, than someone on the left who's competing against other people on the left to figure out who can be more left. Yeah, it's really funny. And again, I'm not judging anyone on it. Like literally no judgment on any of it. Yeah, it's just there's no judgment. It's just the way it is. Yeah, absolutely no judgment. It's just the way it is. And I kind of get it because like truthfully, I get it because it's like I even talked to people on here. I think what was it? Where was I at? I think I was saying I like go to my gym and they have like Fox News on, and somebody was like, "Oh, I'd walk out," and I'm like, "You obviously live in someplace blue." Like, you obviously live in someplace blue. If I walked out of every place where Fox News was playing, I wouldn't be able to eat. I probably wouldn't be able to leave my house. I would just be in my house all the time. Like I'd never be able to go anywhere. Like, and literally, I was like, oh yeah, Fox News is on the gym, and they're like, I would have left. I would have gotten rid of my membership, and I'm like, dude, it's just a different world, man. So, but that makes sense, right? So to like me, like I don't like, I get it, I understand it, you know. It's just a difference in the way that we think about stuff. Yeah, yeah, exactly. My red state folks get it. My red state folk gets it. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all softies in blue states, right? I'm just playing. I love y'all. I'm just playing. I love y'all. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I love y'all. All right, Dylan. Yeah, tell him to message me. I'll be more than happy to get him in. Anyways, y'all. Ooh. Sorry, I kind of had a little burp there. Oh yeah, I'll check my my email later. Anyways. Oh, I'm not worried about it. I'm here to hang out. As long as you guys are here hanging out with me and send a gift every once in a while, just a little something, so I can help buy my camera, I'm good. as, as, long, as long as I clear a gift goal every once in a while, maybe a super chat every once in a while with a question, and I get to hang out, I'm happy. I'm just trying to get that damn camera, so I'm good. If I really want to talk to somebody, I can talk to Justin. Should I talk to Justin? I'm just gonna there. Maybe I'll talk to Justin for a sec. Why not? What's up?
What you doing?
What am I doing? You can see what I'm doing. I'm on camera.
Yeah, crying like all you Democrats do, bro.
Oh, okay. Was that all you got today? This is why you don't
I
bring
just want
people
to know
like
why you
you
guys.
up, bro.
I, I just want to know why you guys are always crying, like day in day out. Like you guys just always gotta cry. Like it's getting old, bro.
It's so old. You're in my live every single day.
I'm not in your life every day, bro.
Every single day. You are like the first one to request up on my guest box. Every
You got proof of
single
that?
day.
You got proof of that?
I cry
You got
so
proof of that?
much.
Show me receipts. I want to see proof of it. Cause
Sir, I
no,
don't
bro. I think you're full of shit.
I don't need to provide receipts of it, sir.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I truly
If
don't
you're
care.
gonna claim something, you need to prove it. So prove your
No, I
claim.
don't. No, I
Yeah, you
don't.
do. Yeah, you
No.
do. You want us to prove our claim when we talk about Trump.
I haven't
So
asked you to
if
prove
you
a
say
single
I'm on your
claim.
live every day, then prove it.
Sir,
Where's the
you think
receipt?
you matter enough for me to
I'm
document that
waiting
you
for the
request stuff
receipt,
every
bro.
day? Sir,
Don't
sir,
try to
sir,
pivot. Don't
sir,
try to pivot.
sir.
Don't try and pivot.
You're
You're
about to get
pivoting,
dropped
bro.
already. I'm already almost over this.
Why? Because you're mad. That's why. No, bro. Prove the receipt. Prove it.
5, 4, 3,
No, I'm not doing that fucking
2,
preschool
1.
teacher.
All right. Sir, you're not important enough for me to document your presence. Okay?
Yes.
You're not important enough for me to document your presence. Okay? I would show proof. In order for me to show proof, that would mean that I would have to care that you were here. I don't. Okay? I don't even really care that you're here right now. Okay? But if you want to tell me why you support Trump, I'll allow you to be on my live a little bit longer. And if you don't, I'll just kick you. It's fine. I want to talk about Tulsi Gabbard anyway.
That's all you guys want to do is kick. You guys don't even know how to debate.
Sir, I'm asking you why you support Trump right now.
I'm asking you to prove the receipts that I'm on here every day, and I'm the first one to press.
Well, then have a good day, okay?
Yeah, kick me.
I am. And this is why we don't bring Justin up. See how that works? And this is why we don't bring up people like Justin, all right? This is why. Justin thinks every single day when he requests up in my live, I'm taking a picture to prove it. Justin, I'm not trying to take a picture to prove it. I'm trying to resist the urge to block you. All right? That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to resist the urge to block you. That's it. That's what every time you pop up. Zazu, thank you so much for the DJ glasses. I appreciate that. Block him, we vote for that. Well, unfortunately, this isn't a democracy. Unfortunately, he's requesting back in, by the way. Yeah, he's requesting back in. Scott, thank you so much for the $2. Said if Cash used a different pronoun, he'd be gone. How does Cash Patel still have a fucking job? Like, truthfully. Like, I'm not joking. Like, Cash Patel is worse than Tulsi Gabbard. Right? Which is saying a lot. Right? I don't know if he's worse than Pam Bondi, but he's definitely worse than Tulsi Gabbard. All right, by a long shot. All right. And good old Pete's not doing much better. All right. Leaving? She's not leaving, she was forced out. Reuters already reported on it. There's already an inside source from the White House saying she was forced out. Yeah. Yeah, it took, dude, I didn't even have the full story up from New York Times saying that she resigned before Reuters pulled up a thing saying that she was forced out. It was literally like that, dude. Inside source forced out. Like, yeah, no shit. If you are a woman, I put this in my video that I posted about today. But literally, if you are a woman in the Trump administration, you are less safe than a puppy at Kristi Noem's ranch. Okay? Like it, you're in danger. You're in danger. You will get scapegoated. It's a promise. It is a promise. All right. I think, like, honestly, and like I said, just because I talk to a bunch of like Trump supporters and Republicans all the time. By the way, if you're a Trump supporter or a Republican, you can call on the number above my screen and above my head on my screen, and we can have a conversation. But it's funny because I talk to them all the time, and like usually they just want to talk about penises, and I think that's what they're trying to do in the White House right now. I think they're trying to just purge all the women out of the White House so they can have just a big dude party. Yeah. I think they're just trying to. I think they're just trying to have a big old dude party. Which I mean, fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of sus. Kind of sus. All right. Anytime you're trying to remove all the women from a place, it's kind of sus. It's kind of weird. You know what I think I would like to do? Hang out with more dudes. A Diddy party? Yeah, exactly. They're having like a little White House Diddy party over there. It's fucking yeah. They you know what this party needs? More dudes. I'm tired of all these women around here. Women, women, women. Did you see how scared Mark Wayne Mullen looked? Because he knew he was going to be part of the Diddy parties now. Trump was getting them all oiled up. They're about to have an oiled up Oval Office. It's gonna be Trump, Little Marco, JD, Mark Wayne Mullen, Todd Blanche, just covered in as much KY as you can imagine. All right. However much you can imagine, that's how much it is. Okay? It's a little bit more. No, Elon Musk is not invited. Elon Musk is not invited to anything. Okay? Elon Musk tried and failed to get invited to Epstein Island. Okay? So no, he is not invited to this. All right. No. Fetterman's probably in there though. Fetterman is probably in there. Fetterman is definitely in there. Okay. Fetterman might be the one bringing the baby oil. All right. I'm not sure. Little bitch. Anyways. Oh my God. Flower Child said, I'm so ashamed I voted for Fetterman. Well, in your defense, the other option was Dr. Oz, right? So, I mean, you didn't really have a good choice. So that's not really your fault. Okay? Like, I don't I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. If you're if you if your options are Fetterman or Dr. Oz, I think you actually chose the best one. Yeah, I think you actually chose the best one if those are your two choices. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Okay. Don't feel bad. There was nothing you could have done. There was nothing you could have done. Fetterman would vote like Dr. Oz would. I don't know. Fetterman did vote for at least a few Democratic things, right? Every time I see Dr. Oz, he looks like very lost and confused. Yeah, Fetterman did talk a good game at the start, exactly.
Hey,
What's up?
I was gonna say, I think
I was
that
gonna say,
if think about it this way, if Fetterman had not
Holy fucking echo. Holy shit. I almost had a fucking stroke, bro. What the fuck was that? Remix. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. That was you. Yeah, that was 100% you. I just had Justin up here. It was just fine. Yeah, that was 100% you. So, yep, literally just had a guest, didn't have a problem. Literally just had one.
that's not what I meant. I switched devices. No, I thought maybe I was the only one hearing it, so I gave up, right? I was like, all right, I'll just talk my way through it. Maybe I'm the only one that hears it. No, if you think about it this way, if Dr. Oz had been voted in, he would have been pulled from the Senate for his appointment, and then there would have been an open seat. And they would have had a chance to choose someone else. But hindsight's
Hold on.
2020.
What makes you think they would have chose him if he had a Senate seat?
I don't know. Who else was he going to put there?
Literally anybody. You don't have to be qualified to be in Trump's cabinet.
I mean, I know that.
Why do you think they pulled Markwayne Mullen? It's because his seat was
Oklahoma.
safe.
Yep.
Yeah, that was it. They wouldn't have pulled. If Dr. Oz had won Senate, he wouldn't be working in the government in the position that he was in right now.
That's probably true. All right. Well, then we wouldn't have had Dr. Oz in the cabinet.
I think he's actually better in the cabinet than he would have been as a senator, to be honest with you.
That's possible.
Yeah, I'd rather have him in the cabinet, to be completely honest with you. Because if he's who they put in there, think about who would have been the next step, right? We might have had, I don't know, the actual AIDS virus or something, like actually,
Oh my God.
like running medicine, or like we would have had Ebola. Like it would have just been a living Ebola cell that would have just been dancing around, like in the cabinet.
What country currently has an Ebola outbreak?
I don't fucking remember.
Okay. Sorry, it just triggered. It tickled my brain.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's all I
right,
want to say. You're probably right. Thanks for grounding me.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Wisconsin, mama, Africa is not a country. Africa is not a country. Yeah, that'd be a continent. Yep. But it is the Congo. Ow. My back just popped. How old was that caller? 34. Scott, thank you so much for $2. I said Trump must like masks dong. Mask is cask. Damn autocorrect. YT has cost me $6. Not cask, it's cash. Not masks, it's casks. Not casks, it's cash. Got it. We're good. Thank you. And where's it? Is Ari hiding underneath the desk? No, she's downstairs. She's downstairs. She's hanging out over there. All right. Are we good? Well, I mean, we're we're still here. We're surviving. We're trying to survive. Sorry, thought I actually had to take that. My bad. I thought I actually had to take that. That actually looked like it was important, and it was an auto call for something. Ugh, there we go. Stupid auto call. Anyways, if you guys still support Trump or you're a Republican, you can call in on the number that's above my head and tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Thank you, Scott, for all the super chats, too. I really appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. My warranty is about to expire. They had to let me know. Well, hopefully we can get some Trump supporters or some Republicans in here that actually want to have a conversation. So far, it seems like only a bunch of people that are trolls in my comments. But again, that's pretty common lately. Nobody really wants to admit they support Trump or that they're a Republican. So I guess I can't really blame them. I don't really know what to tell you. I guess I can't super blame them. Who is this person?
Thank you for their acceptance.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Thank accepting not much, buddy. Why do I still support Trump? Well,
There is so much background noise.
there is.
Yeah, either fix that or I'm gonna have to drop you. Holy shit, that was like, are you calling me from inside of a fucking garage or something? Are they actually like fucking, are you fixing cars in the background? What the heck is going on? There's like a TV and fucking people talking and static. Holy crap. Yeah, a whole bus station. A whole bus station from inside the bus. That's pretty impressive.
It's all good. I mean,
That's actually it got zero better. Yo, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you guys like support the live, I am trying to clear my gift gallery. Got some DJ glasses. I think I need like 2 of those. And yeah, some callers calling in. I don't know if they're just all children because it looks like they're all being they might all be, I don't know if they're getting kicked or what's going on. Yeah, I think it actually got worse. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just texting you in there, Vicky. Yeah, I didn't know if that was I didn't know if the software was acting up because it was acting up a little bit last week. Thank you so much, Tara. Yeah, it was acting up a little bit last week, so I didn't know if it was the software acting up or if it was them just leaving. So yeah, we had a whole bunch of callers so far, but just nobody's actually coming on the line. So that's okay. We can hang out for a bit. We can hang out for a bit. Ow, my head hurts too. Tolly, hi. The first 4 were kids. Oh, okay. Yeah. Caring about that. Anyways, if you still support Trump, you can call in or join the guest request box. Or if you're a Republican, you can do that too. Either way. Do I have any plans this weekend? Well, my plan was to come on, have some good conversations, and then get off and start enjoying my weekend. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just on too early. It seems like it's kind of dead in here. So Fridays are always like kind of weird for me. Even when I get on later, it's kind of weird. They said it might just be Memorial Day weekend. But y'all can do me a favor, especially no matter which chat you're in. If you guys could say something in the chat and actually be active in my chat, I would really, really appreciate it. That does help to, again, push me out into the algorithm, and then that helps me to get more people to talk to. So I really appreciate that. Oh, my Fridays are always bad. I hate streaming on Fridays. I really, really do. Literally every time I shoot. I think what happens on Friday is there's just too many people that are live and not enough people that actually want to watch lives. I think it's a lot of that. People are at the bar already? I want to get to the bar. People call in and talk to me so I can get to the bar too. If I get 2 good conversations, I will also go to the bar. If I can actually get 2 good conversations, I'll actually go to the bar also. That seems fair. What's my favorite beer? I really like a beer called High Lie. I really like High Lie, but I have to watch myself on them. Not Blue Moon. It'd be a mid beer, not Blue Moon. Nothing with. I don't like. No. If I have to put an orange slice in it, I don't want it. Okay. Why do I have to watch myself? Because they're like 9% and I can drink them like water. That's why. Because they're like 9% and I will drink them like water. What's my favorite spirit or drink? Either an old fashioned, and I really like gin and tonic too. Yep. I like old fashions and gin and tonics. Those are my 2 favorite. Depending on whether I'm in the mood for light or dark. You know? I do prefer Hendrix also. I absolutely do prefer Hendrix. Yeah. Gin does not feel like, gin only feels like you're drinking a Christmas tree if you drink bad gin. Yeah. That's only if you drink shitty gin. Yeah. You have to, you get what you pay for in gin. Yeah. You get what you pay for. Luca, thank you so much for the $5. Said, personally, I'm a cocktail gal, tequila sunrise, hold the orange juice and grenadine. Tequila sunrise, hold the sunrise. You know? Tequila sunrise, hold the sunrise. I like that, Luca. I like that. I have been getting back into tequila lately. I have been getting some. I've been getting really into like some reposados and some anejos and stuff like that. So it's been really good. Thank you so much, Luca, for that. Don't forget to chat for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate you guys. If you guys like to support the live, I do have super chats, super stickers, all that fun stuff. So, why are you not allowing me to click? What is going on here? Oh my God.
Oh, what happened?
I was trying to bring them on and it kept giving me an X and then they disappeared. And then I accidentally clicked on you.
Oh.
Well, we had somebody up there to talk to and I tried to bring them up and then they just were gone. So I don't know. Seems like the theme of the day. Seems like it's the theme of the day. My thoughts on January 6ers getting money? Now, there's a good question. Somebody better stop those motherfuckers. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck are we even doing here? And what annoys me the most about this is like judges are being like, oh, I can't really do anything if they settle out of fucking court. No, fuck you. Yes, you can. Fuck you. Yes, you can. You 100% can stop this. The fact that people like fucking what's his name, fuckhead, Jake Lang, right? People like fucking Jake Lang are just like talking about how they're gonna become billionaires now after like assaulting police officers with like a baseball bat and like bragging about it. Like it's so crazy how everybody's just like, oh, we can't do anything about it. Excuse me? You have no problem doing something about the Virginia map that was voted on by the people democratically. Right? The Virginia map was voted on by people democratically, and judges can do something about that. Right? Can stop that. But somehow, sorry, 1 second. But somehow you can't do anything about Donald Trump literally just stealing money and giving himself immunity. This is a fucking joke, dude. The judges seem to have no power whenever it's super convenient. You ever see that? Notice that? The judges only seem to have no power when it's super convenient for them. Oh my God. And really, I think it really shows you how like really corrupt our fucking system and how broken our fucking system is. Like truthfully, the fact that Donald Trump can do this and it's just like, oh, well, not a big deal. What the fuck? Oh my fucking God. Sorry. Something's broken and I'm very mad about it. Anyways. Yeah, no, when it actually hurts Americans, they all of a sudden have zero fucking power. Thank you, Stay Strapped. They all of a sudden have zero fucking power, but when it comes to fucking like stopping the American citizens from getting hurt, they just nothing. Really? There it goes. We need to change the Supreme Court. Yeah, this whole lifetime appointment on the Supreme Court is the stupidest fucking thing that has literally ever existed in ever. Yeah, we should have term limits. We should have age limits. We should have all the limits. All right, there we go. Sorry. Are we going to do cognitive testing? Is that what we need? Do we need to get Donald Trump out? Do we need to get Donald Trump out for the cognitive testing? Guys, they gave me a cognitive test. Holy shit. Sorry. I was getting ready to make fun of Donald Trump, but I just saw a fucking notification, a news notification. And I don't like it. Trump administration now requiring green card seekers to leave U.S. to apply, potentially impacting hundreds of thousands. The Tulsi Gabbard news we already talked about. Oh my God, dude. Stop. No. I'm gonna be sorry. I was just saying we already talked. That's old news at this point. Trump administration now requiring green card seekers to leave U.S. to apply, potentially impacting hundreds of thousands. The Trump administration will now require people seeking green cards to leave the United States during the application process, a sweeping change that could upend the lives of hundreds of thousands of people seeking the right to legally and permanently live in and work in the United States. The new rule announced Friday, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services said green card applicants would have to return to their home countries to apply for permanent visas. The rule provides exceptions for extraordinary circumstances. When aliens apply from their home country, reduce the need to find and remove those who decide to slip into the shadows and remain in the U.S. illegally after being denied residency. Applying for a green card is already notoriously arduous process that can take several months or years to complete. The new rule would force hundreds of thousands of immigrants to leave their jobs, families, and communities while their application is processed. About 1.4 million people obtained lawful permanent residency in fiscal year 2024. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the new rule is likely to face legal challenges, blah, 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 blah. So I don't want to hear shit from anyone. Okay? I just don't want to hear shit from anyone saying, we just want migrants to do it the right way. We just want migrants to do it the right way. That's all we want. We want migrants to do things the right way. That's all we want. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you keep making it fucking harder for migrants to do things the right way. Because you keep making it fucking harder for migrants to do things the right way. If you wanted them to do things the right way, then you would make it to where they can do things the right way. If you still support Donald Trump, then just call it what it is. Okay? You're just fucking racist. You're just fucking racist. That's all. All right? You're racist or you're xenophobic or whatever the fuck you are. One of the two, probably both. Okay? There's no way to justify this shit. There's no way to justify this shit. Okay? Zero. There's no way to justify this shit. All right? Yeah, there's no way to justify this shit anymore. If you are at this point saying that you still support Donald Trump, it is only because you are a racist, you're a xenophobic, you're misogynist, whatever the fuck you are. Okay? But it's not because you want migrants to do things the right way. Okay? It's not because you care about the rule of law. It's not because of any of that shit. It's because it's none of that stuff. It's none of it. It's literally zero of those things. He has taken away all of your excuses. Okay? He has taken away all of your excuses to make any of those claims. All right? All of your excuses are gone. All right? You have people legally here trying to do things the right way. Okay? Maybe people that came here legally. All right? And were trying to work on their permanent residency. And now you're telling them that they have to leave the country to then apply for that permanent residency that they've already been working on for probably years because our system sucks so fucking bad. All right. Probably because they've been working on it for years, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 fucking years. They've been working on trying to get their fucking residency, their permanent residency. And now you're going to kick them out right when they're getting it. You're sick. You're sick. You're a sick human being. That's all. Lonnie said, how can you debate with someone, debate with you when you only allow yourself to talk? None of you motherfuckers are here. None of you motherfuckers are here to debate with me. Okay? You guys are too busy praising Donald Trump, okay, for being a fucking xenophobe and kicking out all the brown people, all right? Because you're afraid of fucking brown people coming and having a better life than your pathetic life is. That's all it is. Your life is pathetic, and you see fucking brown people coming from other countries, and you're like, man, I don't want somebody else having a better life because my fucking life sucks. All right? So I'm just going to sit here and praise Trump, even though Trump specifically said he doesn't give a fuck about your fucking life. He was asked specifically, do you care? Do you care about people's financial situation? And he's like, it doesn't even cross my mind. It doesn't even cross my mind. So if the only thing that if you still support Donald Trump at this point, there can't be that many reasons. It's not because he's helping the economy. It's not because he's ending any wars. He's not stabilizing anything. He's not helping anything. He's not helping our world standing. He's not helping your pockets. He's not doing anything. He's doing one thing and one thing only, making it harder for brown people and women to be here. That's it. He's making it harder for brown people and white people to live in this country. That's it. That's the only thing he's doing. And painting a fucking reflecting pool on your dollar. Or building golden arches on your dollar bill. That's it. No money to help you, no money to help the country, no money to do anything. No money to help you at all. Zero money. Every time money comes up to help the American citizens, disappears. Couldn't afford Medicaid cuts, right? Couldn't afford money for SNAP benefits. Got tons of money for fucking Israel. Got tons of money to fight Iran. Got tons of money to help out Argentina. Got tons of money to do everything fucking else but help you. Got tons of money to pay for every motherfucking thing. All right? Got tons of money to pay for every motherfucking things except for help your pockets. If you still support him, there's no other reason. Unless you can come up and tell me a reason. But nothing seen, nothing heard. My phone hasn't rang in. I've been on for almost an hour. I haven't had a serious caller yet. And I think that reason is because, all right, there's nothing else for you guys to say besides that. There's nothing else for you guys to say. That's the whole thing. Right? And he can't just come up here and say, "Oh, I'm a giant racist, so you guys just gave up." It's crazy. Dude, if you're still supporting sorry, in case you guys are just tuning in, the Trump administration just said that everybody who's been who's applied for their green card, who's been waiting for years to try to get their green card, now has to leave the country and start over. Now has to leave the country. Oh yeah, so I'll flash it back in the screen. Trump administration now requiring green card seekers to leave U.S. to apply, potentially impacting hundreds of thousands. Are they going to pay for the bus ticket? They'll probably pay for your ticket to fucking Uganda or fucking the Congo or wherever they think they can stick you to fucking make sure that you get Ebola. This is what happens when you don't know actually how to do anything with policy. Okay? You don't know how to do anything with policy. You say, "Oh, I'm going to do all this deportation stuff." You fail at that. You fail at deporting people. So what are you going to do? You're like, "Oh, well, I'm just going to find as many people as I can that are trying to do things the right way, and I'm going to deport them. I'm going to deport as many people as I can that are trying to do things the right way because I just don't want brown people in this country." Yeah, they're not even that's the sad part is they're not even trying to hide it now. They're not even trying to hide it. Right? Oh, we just want people to do things the right way. Sleepy Joe Biden let in all the people, and I just wanted them to do things the right way. Well, they're doing things the right way, and you're trying to deport them anyway. You're trying to do things the right way, and you're making it as difficult as possible for them to do it. And you're kicking them out trying to do it. Sad, man. It's truly sad. It's truly sad. It's truly sad. Can you imagine still supporting this guy at this point? And this has Stephen Miller stank all the fuck over it, doesn't it? This has that white nationalist fucking shit all the fuck over it. This just, I can smell him from fucking here. I can literally smell Stephen Miller's white nationalist, Christian nationalist fucking stank ass from fucking here, dude. And the sad part is that he's just allowed to stay where he's at. He's allowed to stay where he's at. None of these fucking Republicans, have the fucking balls, right? None of these Republicans have the fucking balls to stand up to Donald Trump, to stand up to Stephen Miller. It's just a bunch of fucking cucks, bro. I'm gonna put that back on my screen. Because I want to. Oh my god, I hit caps lock. I'll put it back on my screen. I wasn't gonna run that day, but I'm gonna run it for a little bit longer. It's just a bunch of fucking cucks, dude. Just sitting in the corner, watching as Donald Trump fucking and Stephen Miller just do the most racist, sexist, fucking xenophobic, fucking anti-democracy shit that you've ever fucking seen. All right? Just watching them do all of that. And they're just sitting in the corner watching. And what's sad is these motherfuckers know it's the wrong thing, except they don't have the balls to fucking do anything about it until they get fucking primaried. And then all of a sudden, people like fucking Cornyn, who like, you know, are like, oh, well, now I don't want to, like, I hope fucking Thomas Massie votes against everything the fucking Republicans try to do. I hope Thomas Massie votes against every single thing the Republicans try to do for the rest of his fucking term. I hope literally Donald Trump fucking, like, literally trying to pull all this bullshit. Trying to pull all this bullshit literally cost them their fucking, their majority for the rest of the fucking year. I hope that's what happens, truthfully. They fucking deserve it. They fucking deserve it. All right, we do have a caller I'm about to bring up, but before we do that, Carolyn, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said, just contributing. By the way, the friendly last night said you are definitely going to make it big. First time watching, and he subscribed. And thank you. Oh, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. Carolyn, thank you so much. I have, oh, never mind. I don't have a Trump supporter. What is going on? Something must be broken. Something must be broken because every time they go into my host room, I think my actual phone calling system is broken. I think my actual phone calling system is broken. I'm gonna shut it down and try to start it again. Because literally, like, I just saw a bunch of people freaking like come in and they go in my queue to talk to me and then they just disappear. But anyways. Carolyn, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad that somebody subscribed. I hope I do make it big.
You are connected as the host. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
Check that out. I usually try to start that before you guys come on. Have you been trying to call, or for some reason you were just calling and then now like it isn't working? It wasn't working. Call back in right now. I'll see if I can just bring you straight up because I don't know what's going on with my call-ins right now. It seems like it's getting stuck for some reason and it's just kicking people. So we're gonna try it again. But anywho. What? Anyways, if you guys like to support the live, I do super chats and live gift goals and all the gifting and live super chat goals going on over too. Carolyn was actually the first one that actually hit that goal, so I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Wisconsin, have you ever drank with money bags? No. And Scott also said, unfortunately, has racist asshole like the U.S. You can test call if you want. That's fine. I don't mind. I gotta let you get screened and then go into the host screen because it seems that it's kicked like 4 people. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know why someone would call in, go through the entire screening process, give all their information, and then just leave right before I pull them up. And that's happened like 3 times. So. All right, let's see. I'm curious now. Because that same person that was just calling in is on the line again. And I'm just curious if it just kicked them. Actually, I'm just going to bring them straight in. Because, hello?
Hello? I'm just test calling.
Oh, you weren't the person that was just calling in earlier?
No, I'm test calling it.
Oh, it shows your note as a Trump supporter that called in earlier.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's weird. All right. Well, thank you.
Bye.
I don't know what's going on. It's definitely screwy because it literally just said that person was the last person that called in. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, if you're still a Trump supporter, yeah, I think it's definitely getting screwed out. I might have to bring out my freaking Google Voice number. Do I have to bring out the Google Voice number? If this don't start working, I'll start bringing out the Google Voice number. Bro, you've been doing this for years and can't get and can only get less than 500 people in here as well. Bro, you've been doing this for years and you don't have a fucking username? You've been watching me for years and you're still user 8463728274639? And you think I'm the one with the problem? With following 0 people? Following 0 people and followed by 0 people. All right. Followed by 0 people, following 0 people. And you think I'm the problem because I have less than 500 people in at the moment. That's funny. Sorry, that's just hilarious to me. That's just hilarious to me. Yeah, 0 and 0. Hey, Vicky, if anybody else calls in, just don't screen them. I think I might just bring them straight up. That way I don't, I want to see what's going on. Anyways, give me well, actually, hold on 1 second. I'm actually going to do something real quick. Yo, while I got a few more of you guys in here, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys haven't already gone over to Spotify and or Apple Music or Amazon, wherever you guys get your podcast. If you haven't already done that, and followed my podcast, which will release its first episode in 2 weeks, please go do that. Go do that now. No, Vicky, you stay there for a sec. I just want to do it with one person. Please go do that now. I really appreciate you guys. Well, actually, yeah. So go do that now. If you haven't already seen the trailer, check it out. I'll be right back. My job is not to come to a common ground with anyone, because in order to come to a common ground, then I have to accept things that aren't factual. I have to take things that aren't factual, that have no basis in reality, that simply aren't true, and try to justify it in order where I make them true, which I refuse to do. We've talked to the socialists, we've talked to the communists, we've talked to everyone out here. There's been so much fun. You lowered your tax on one tiny itty bitty little tiny thing, and then raised your taxes on every other fucking thing, and you're taking that as a win. You seem to conflate loving your country and loving your president. Welcome to the Politics Podcast. I'm Christopher Turner, where opinions are challenged and facts matter.
Hey, all I know is it's good having another brother move into the neighborhood.
Hey, man, it's good to have you over.
It's playing other things. I didn't make it back on time. It's playing other things. I gotta cut that out later. It's just jumping other stuff over there. Oh, okay. I do like that. It looks at my podcast. It's like, you know what should go after that? Key and Peele. So anyways, yeah, check out my podcast. Again, y'all, it'll release in 2 weeks from today. Thanks, Vicky. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll release 2 weeks from today. So make sure you guys are following that. I know how many of y'all are here, and I know how many people have started following it, and it's not enough. So get on it and get to work. Get on it and get to work. Y'all are being way too slow. Y'all are being way too slow. Oh yeah, I'll still be doing lives on TikTok. I'll still be doing lives everywhere. I'll still be posting content like normal. This is just an addition. This is just in addition to everything else. All right. All right, let's see if this person I can bring up without it trying to drop them. Hello?
Oh. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? Doing good.
Awesome. What's your name and how old are you?
Yep. My name is Thomas, and I'm 30.
Awesome. What's on your mind?
I mean, you can leave it wherever you want it to take it. The subject of the video is, why are you still a Republican? So, I mean, I'll start off and just preface that I wouldn't 100% call myself a Republican, because I have beliefs that fall under both, leftist and right ideology. I'm not a full believer of this two-party system. I think it's kind of ineffective and divisive, but I think a lot of people would label me a conservative based on a lot of my beliefs that are conservative. So if there's any one thing you want to talk about, we can take it there.
Yeah, what do you believe that would be considered conservative, and why?
Sure. I mean, we can start with illegal immigration. I know that comes up a lot. Where do you stand with that exactly?
Why do you think that's a conservative policy?
It comes up a lot from what I believe to be, leftist news sources, or, leftist media, or videos that I've seen.
What's leftist media?
Just interviewing. I mean, I can't point out the Turks, Hassan Piker, CNN, different just videos on YouTube where I've seen people get interviewed. There seems to be this kind of stance of, America is stolen land, which, I agree with the statement, but that doesn't really reflect with what is good policy, because it's true, but it being true doesn't get helpful in the sense that it doesn't lead us into the direction of what would be good policy.
Yeah.
So I
So
kind of
first of
feel
all,
like
Young
you're
Turks are progressive. Hassan is what, a full leftist, and CNN is conservative. So it's kind of weird that you put all of those in like the same
well. I'm
bucket,
kind of
which is
old,
kind of
so I mean,
how
I'm
old are
kind of
you?
old. CNN wasn't always like that. I mean,
How old are
from my
you?
past experience. I mean, you old,
How
OLD. Um,
how
but I
old are
mean, you
you?
can also, well, 30. I'm getting there.
You're 30?
Yeah.
I'm almost 10 years older than you. So you're not old, okay? So first of all, but second of all, CNN has never
Sorry.
been leftist by a long shot, okay? But regardless of any of that, sir, if you actually look traditionally back in the olden days, I guess we're calling it, back in the 1900s when CNN was actually somewhat popular, the right wing was the people that were predominantly the people that were for undocumented immigrants, and the leftists were predominantly against it. And that hasn't actually
Okay, so
significantly changed. The rhetoric around it has changed because people like Donald Trump say that it happens, and then parrots like Fox News repeat it. But I don't think you can actually name me any policies that are that from the left or from anybody else that actually exuberate that. You know what I'm saying?
hey, I'm open to being wrong about that. I mean, it's very possible that that's not necessarily the case. I mean, everyone who
Exude that.
identifies with this
Forgot
one
English
thing,
for
you
a
know what I
second.
mean? But
Yeah.
I'm
So
open
which
to being wrong
policy
about that.
from the left do you disagree with when it comes to immigration?
Well, it's more just like the general stance of, how do I put it? There's a video that's going around that's very viral, for instance, where it's blowing up. It's like an anti-MAGA video. It's got thousands of likes and thousands of people commenting it, saying, MAGA's stupid, conservatives are stupid, and they're agreeing with what this person in this video is saying. And what the person in this video is saying is that they incorrectly cite the Fifth Amendment in saying that the Fifth Amendment is basically allowing for illegal immigration. But what's wrong about that specifically is that they're citing the part of the Fifth Amendment that sections for grand jury. So they're saying that in that part of the Fifth Amendment, it says basically anyone who's dealing with like criminal court or a criminal case has the right to due process. So his argument is that illegal immigrants are entitled to due process. And now this is a lot of self-prescribed left.
It's not
people
self-prescribed. The
who are
Supreme
saying
Court ruled on that multiple times, and they've said undocumented immigrants get due process.
it gets subjective.
It doesn't.
Listen, I
The
don't
Supreme
agree
Court
with.
has ruled multiple times saying that undocumented immigrants get due process. It's not a viral TikTok video. The conservative Supreme Courts, including I believe one that had Justice Scalia on it, ruled that that everybody within the jurisdiction thereof in the United States gets due process regardless of immigration status. So I don't.
Right, absolutely. But here's the thing: they don't if it's considered civil. So if it's a civil case, there is no due process. So it's only if it's criminal. So here's the thing, because it's
Hold on. Where are you getting that from? No, really, like, where are you getting that from?
No, it's what's for true. You can pull it up on Google
Where
right now.
pull it up from where, sir? The Supreme Court didn't rule that.
Online, Google.
The Constitution doesn't say that, and the Supreme Court didn't rule that. So I'm asking you where you got it from.
It's not about what the Constitution says. No, hear what I'm saying. There's two separate laws. There's the civil law. This is true, dude. I promise you.
Sir, I don't even know what you're saying is true. Hold on. Let's calm down here for a second. What you just said is you only, according to the Constitution, you only get due process in criminal matters, not civil matters. And since the Constitution
that's not exactly what I said.
Hold on, sir. Since the Constitution doesn't say that, and the Supreme Court also doesn't say that, I'm trying to find out where you got that from. And Google is not a source. Okay.
What I said exactly is that the part of the Constitution that they were quoting, which was the Fifth Amendment, under the the section that was for the grand jury section, which was referring to the right to due process, which was specifically referring to criminal grand jury related cases. And what I was saying to that is that there's two types of laws that illegal immigration breaks. It breaks this civil law and this criminal law. And they oftentimes, for first-time illegal immigrants, they only get charged with civil, so they don't have the due process. That is true.
No, it is not. Nothing of what you just said is true. Nothing of what you just said is true.
It is. Anyone watching can look it up. It's 100% true.
I encourage everyone to look it up because nothing of what you just said is true. So that's I encourage them to all look it up. Okay, because first of all, crossing the border illegally is always criminal. It's a misdemeanor. It doesn't start as civil and then become criminal after multiple times. It's always criminal. It's always criminal. It's criminal from the beginning. It's criminal at the end, regardless of all of that stuff. It's always criminal. Okay. Being in the United States without a documented status, that is a civil offense. Okay. They're both under Title VIII, so they're both under the same grouping of laws. So that doesn't change anything. But it's criminal to cross the border if you're caught. Period. And so even there, if you cross the border, you still require due process.
We're agreeing with each other. I'm saying it's criminal, but I'm saying it's not always prosecuted. It's not there. What I'm saying is,
what does that have to do with the Fifth Amendment?
Civilly. Hello?
Yeah, what does that have to do with the Fifth Amendment, sir? You keep saying the Fifth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment doesn't say any of this. The whole idea of immigration, the way that we see it right now, didn't exist when the Fifth Amendment was written.
I was you told me to lead this into whatever topic.
Right, sir. I understand. I understand exactly what topic we're on. We are on immigration as it relates to due process and the Fifth Amendment. I am very, very clear on which.
I don't understand why you're upset.
I'm not in any way upset, sir. I'm sorry that
I'm helping you by talking to you. I mean, I can leave you alone. You have like 100 viewers.
I do not care if you leave. Could not give a shit.
All right.
I truly couldn't. If you think you're doing me a favor, you're fucking not. Okay.
Oh, are you cussing? It's very intelligent.
Oh, and you're Charmin Ultra Soft. And there have been multiple studies that have also shown that people that curse are more intelligent than people that don't. And they're insanely more intelligent than people that whine about people cursing. Okay? So
I'm not upset with you, man.
Sir, I'm not upset with you, sir. Sir, I don't know you. Okay, and I don't get upset at people that I don't fucking know because I have respect for people and I call people sir, okay? I also just don't whine about shit, okay? Sir, I am asking you to clarify your position. Your position, listen to me. But you see, this is the problem, sir. You are so busy trying to talk about your position that you're not clarifying any of the parts of it. And every single time I ask you to clarify any of the parts of it, you say, oh, I don't know why you're doing this. You're getting upset. I'm not getting upset, sir. Your position makes zero fucking sense. And I am trying to get clarification of it. I am trying to get clarification on it because literally my entire chat is saying, I don't know what the fuck this guy is talking about. So instead of just letting you ramble on and on, okay, instead of you just rambling on and on and on points that make zero sense, okay, I am trying to get clarification on your points, and your inability to be quiet to allow me to talk is childish. Thank you. Your inability to make an actual coherent point, okay, is a problem here. So how about we start from here, okay, sir?
Insult people?
Sir, I haven't insulted you yet, but if you'd like me to start, I can.
Dude, you're being a bully, bro. Listen,
I am not being a bully, sir. You're being a bitch. I am not being a bully. You're being a bitch. Okay? You want me to start calling you names? I can. That's not a problem, sir. I hadn't called you a name, and I had not been bullying you. But if you'd like me to start, I have no problem doing that.
That's fine. I mean, I'll be.
No one cares, sir. All I am saying. Then go. No one is holding you here.
No, I'm fine talking. I don't.
All right, then will you let me finish my sentence? Be quiet.
Sure.
All I was saying is, can you please, for the love of God, just make a coherent and direct point in a timely manner. Okay? That's all I'm asking you to do. Make a coherent and direct point in a timely manner. Okay? Please and thank you.
About what? That's a very
About
broad
what you're talking
question,
to as
so-
far as immigration, the Fifth Amendment, and due process.
Okay, what about it specifically do you want to know? And I'll answer
I
your
don't know,
question.
sir, because that's why I need you to make your point.
You want me to make a general point over a very general issue? Ask me a specific question.
You've been
on-
talking for 12 minutes about it, and you have yet to make a straightforward point.
Okay, ask me a question and I'll answer you.
Yeah, what the fuck have you been talking about for 13 minutes?
Right. I was saying that there's been this leftist conversation where they were citing the Fifth Amendment incorrectly, saying the Fifth Amendment says that, every illegal immigrant requires due process. And I'm saying when it's prosecuted as a civil matter, it does not require due process. So what they're saying is those instances are going against the Fifth Amendment. I'm saying it's not against the Fifth Amendment if it's being tried as a civil matter. That was my point.
Okay. Civil matters also require due process. All of it requires due process. I don't know where you're getting this whole, you only get due process if it's one type of matter or the other. So can you please show me, where the Supreme Court has ruled in any way, shape, or form that what you're saying is correct? That's all I'm asking.
However, there's a second part to that. So in the Fifth Amendment, it specifically lays out that this is in regards to capital crime and also infamous crime, which legal immigration does not fall under those two categories. So that is why those civil matters are not requiring due process.
Okay. No, the Fifth Amendment doesn't say that. And again, the Supreme Court has already ruled that civil matters, and it doesn't. Okay, I have looked it up. Can you please show me a judicial decision in any circuit court or Supreme Court decision that states what you're stating?
I mean, I could pull up the amendment. It's on the amendment.
I know, sir. We've had the Fifth Amendment for a long time. So all of the questions that you're talking about have already been addressed in the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court has already ruled that you're wrong. Okay? In multiple decisions. You must not know what the
amendments are, because the amendments do get updated based on those court rulings. So, I mean, I could take you to what
they get updated based off of what?
I can show you that you're wrong.
How do amendments get updated?
They do.
How?
What do you mean?
How are amendments in the United States adjusted?
Hold on. I mean, I can explain this to you, but I have to look it up.
Okay, I don't. Okay? Amendments don't get updated outside of a constitutional Congress, which has not happened when it comes to that amendment with anything that you're talking about. It is, however, interpreted, okay, based off of the original the original meaning and precedent by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court says, hey, this is the actual meaning behind it, and this is how you are supposed to interpret it. The Supreme Court has ruled that everything you're saying is horseshit. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you, sir, is that the interpretation of the Fifth Amendment, based off the Supreme Court, who, according to the Constitution, has the ability to interpret it, has said that everything that you're saying is a joke. And that's why I'm asking you what you're trying to say.
Yeah, so I used the word updated, but it goes through repeals and interpretations, like you said. So those things do change the context of how we understand those laws. So those are still updates. They're just updates based on interpretation and repeals. But whatever. Are you done with your tantrum, or can we talk like calmly like an adult?
As you go to whining, you talk about people having a tantrum?
Dude, I'm talking very calmly and nicely to you, man. You're raising.
I'm also talking calmly and nicely to you, sir.
I didn't call you any mean names, man. I was being very nice to you. I've been calling you.
I didn't until you wouldn't get back on topic, sir. Sir, if you're trying to tone police my live and it doesn't work, okay? I have dealt with people. I've been dealing with people for a long time, sir. If you want to come up here and tell me how I'm allowed to talk or whether I'm allowed to curse on my live, then with all due respect, okay? With all due respect, fuck off. Okay? If you'd like guidelines, right? If you'd like to have a conversation about why you're a Republican or why you support Trump, then I'm more than willing to have a conversation about it, okay? But my tone and the way that I have a conversation with you is 100% and unequivocally dependent on one thing, and that is how you decide to talk to me. And you are trying to talk to me like for some reason you're in control of this live, or that you can tell me how I'm supposed to talk. And if you do talk like that, then you will get treated as such. If you want to try talking to me with some respect, then you'll get respect back. Do you see how that works?
Sorry, I don't understand little pussy talk. Can you say that again?
Yeah, see, there you go. That's a lot better.
Yeah, no, I can tell.
Yeah, act like yourself, sir. That's a lot better. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one believed you, okay? I now believe that you're about 85 pounds and have never been in a fight in your life, okay? No one believed that you're actually scaring anybody by talking like that, but at least you got your point across, okay? I understand that
No,
a whole bunch better. So anyway, sir, sir, what are you, 4'11" then? Okay. So, sir,
No,
would
I'm
you please
5'2".
like to explain to me why you still support Trump?
I don't support Trump.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Who'd you vote for in the last election?
I to be honest, I've never voted. I don't like anyone.
Oh, you never voted. So you're talking about our system and you don't even participate within it.
Yeah, conversations are productive.
Lots of my conversations are productive. You can actually see on my page where I have lots of very productive conversations. I don't believe that this one has been one.
Yeah, well, your chat seems to agree with that. They're really digging at me, but does it make me wrong?
No, what makes you wrong is the Supreme Court, sir.
Name one thing I said that was actually wrong.
Yeah, that undocumented immigrants don't get due process due to it being a civil case. Yeah,
if it's
that part.
Yeah, if it's treated civilly, yeah, they don't.
No, they don't.
Yes, dude. Yes. Hold on, let me pull this up.
Please do.
If I
it's
can
literally
if I
what
can
I've been.
pull up proof.
It's literally what I've been asking you to do the whole time.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do it right now. Use civil illegal immigration cases require due process.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, y'all, while he's trying to figure out that he's wrong on his own, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys like support, I do the DJ glasses, trying to clear out that live gift goal before the day is over. And if someone would like to send 2 of them, I think it clears out the gift gallery too. Also, I am working on a few little super chat goals on over on YouTube. So if you'd like support over there, I really appreciate that. I think I'm trying to get like 10 total over $5. So also I'll throw them on the screen and talk about them. Like Nicholas, who sent the $5 and said, "You're the best." Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate that. And Carolyn, who said, "For my camera, because I am doing a camera fund. So all proceeds are going to go towards my camera, which I desperately need." So thank you guys so much, Carolyn and Nicholas. And for people who have sent them before, I will also bring up yours in a bit also. Also, if you support Trump or you're still a Republican, you can call on the screen above my head or join the multicast button, and I will get to you very quickly. Still there, caller?
Yeah. So I mean, based on what I'm reading, you're actually right. So I'm not really sure what I was looking at before, but hey, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad that you looked it up and found that I was right. That is, I'm always happy when I can help to educate people.
But I mean, still, like the origination of this point was that it was cited on the Fifth Amendment. Well, I guess that's saying the same thing. I mean, I guess you're right. I mean, but I don't know what I was looking at before. But hey, I'm open to being wrong. I was never, trying to be a jerk about it.
Yeah. So just for everyone else's reference, Reno versus Flores, 1993. ruled that even within deportation proceedings, which would be a civil case, right? Because deportation is a civil action, that undocumented immigrants are afforded due process. So,
Right.
just in
And
case
and my
anybody
stance wasn't that.
was curious about that.
And by the way, let me just clarify. My stance wasn't that I was against that. I'm not against that. I was
Yeah.
just citing what I believe to be like incorrect. But if that's the case, that's fine.
Also, Yamato versus Fisher, 1903, when it came to Japanese immigrants, same thing, by the way. So that the 1993 decision was actually just a reaffirmed decision of the 1903 decision. So anyways,
I think what was causing me confusion is that there are expectations and limitations. So like the extent of the due process can vary based on like the immigrant status implication. So individuals like detained shortly after unlawful entry at the border may face just expedited like removal, like with limited like judicial review. But that might be what I was kind of like thinking about. But regardless, I mean, on a general scope, you're right about that point. That's fine.
yeah, but that's still due process. That's, again, just expedited due process, right? But the entire reason that we started this conversation is you were saying that it was, for some reason, you lean right on immigration. And I'm trying to figure out what exactly you mean by leaning right on immigration, because nothing that the right is doing is really that good on immigration. And honestly, their entire stances on it are pretty bad. They just, again, currently just said today that people that were actually seeking green cards in the United States, right? People that are legally trying to process from the United States have to return to their home countries and restart the entire process all over again. How is that helpful?
Do you agree or disagree that there are people on the left who are very strongly against the idea of illegal immigration altogether?
There's people on the left with all sorts of varied views on immigration.
All right. So, I mean, it's not fair. Like,
there's people on the right with varied views of immigration also.
Yeah. So I don't think it's very fair for you to like make me identify, what I consider to be like you give me a topic and I'll answer it to my best of my ability. I'm not claiming to be like a genius or to know it all.
Sure, you're the one. I asked you what things on the right you agree with. You said immigration. I am questioning you on your stance when it comes to that. That's all I'm doing. Okay, and it doesn't seem like your stance holds up very much water in here. So how about we move on to something else? What else on the right are you? Do you think is why you believe that you're partially on the right?
I'm pro Second Amendment.
You're pro Second Amendment. Okay, can you please name the policy or bill, in the last, 20 plus years from any Democrat that has taken away your Second Amendment rights?
Unfortunately, I have a sex life, so I can't do that on top of my head for you. But what I can say is just that I'm like pro guns in general.
Yeah, awesome. So what I was getting the point is the most restrictive bill that is a federal bill that has restricted gun rights in the last 20 years is literally came from a Republican. It came after Donald Trump's first term. Yeah. So, that
goes back to what I said in the beginning. I'm not this like two-party trap. It's like both parties contradict.
This isn't a two-party trap. I asked you why what things you're more conservative on. You said you're more conservative on 2A. So I am addressing the fact that if you are conservative on 2A, then you are anti-2A. That's the point I'm making. You just made the point that you are, not me. I didn't make it. I'm not pinning you in a corner. You're literally just saying it. You're making your own point.
No. What you're doing is that you have a live stream. It's like, why are you Republican? You make me state a Republican view. You cite one instance where one Republican did something contrary to what's considered Republican.
Cool. Can you please name one prominent federal Democrat that is trying to take away your guns? Exactly, you can't because it doesn't exist because your entire sir. We all have lives, bro. We all have lives. Some people decide to use their lives to become educated on the things that are important to their lives, and some people don't. Okay, we all have lives. Okay, trust me. I'm 10 years older than you. I have kid, girlfriend, mortgage, job, all the same stuff, and I have no problem becoming educated on topics. And you just chose not to. Okay, so don't make this whole I don't have a life thing just because you choose not to become educated on anything. Okay, that's not my problem. Okay, and that's not my issue. But like, dude, truthfully, what?
I don't understand why you're taking this tone with me. I feel like
sir, I'm not taking any tone with you. You're just soft. You're just Charmin Ultra Soft. Okay, I'm not taking any tone with you. All
I'm
right.
soft. I'm a bitch.
Agreed, but I'm not taking
Sure.
any tone with you, sir. I'm literally just speaking a sentence, okay? And I don't know why you're getting so like butthurt about it. I'm really like trying to have an actual genuine conversation with you, and it doesn't seem like you have the ability nor the will to, okay? And maybe that's because you're Sherman yourself. I don't know, but I'm gonna move on to someone because
Maybe.
literally this feels like I'm talking to a toddler at this point, okay?
All right. Have a good day, man.
You have a day, okay? Bro, just. I guess just a black man talking to that guy is just too aggressive for him, man. Bro, why are you over here just being brown and talking to me? You're so aggressive. Bro, and they say light skins are all up in their feels, bro. Fucking Bro, man, I was just trying to talk to the guy. I was just trying to talk to the guy. That's it. I didn't think I was trying to be rude. I wasn't trying to be mean. I wasn't trying to do it. I was literally just trying to talk to that man. That old 30-year-old. Yeah, Jack, exactly. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, exactly, Jack. Eggs. Oh, wrong one. Where's that? Yeah, exactly, Jack. A black man being right is apparently too aggressive. Holy shit, dude. Dude, I was just trying to talk to you. I was just trying to talk to him. That was it. Bro, like that wasn't even like, that was nothing. How dare I be brown and talk and be right about things? Just cause I have great boobs and right opinions, okay? Oh my goodness. I'm working on them. Manny, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said, if you can have dinner with any celebrity, dead or alive, who and why? Also, LeBron or Jordan? All right. The celebrity is hard because I don't really give a fuck about celebrities. No, that's a lie. It'd be I'm blanking on his last name. Chester Bennington? Is that right? That's a celebrity I would have dinner with. I think it's his last name, right? And as far as the Jordan LeBron, who was a better player or who do I like more? Those are two different questions. Cause Jordan is so much like of a better, like I like watching Jordan so much more. I like Jordan a whole bunch more. Not right now. Who's a better basketball player? It's LeBron. Like, are you high? Have you watched LeBron play? LeBron would run through Michael Jordan. That's not even a question. And I'm saying that as somebody who can't stand LeBron. I can't stand him. Okay? I can't stand LeBron at all. He is significantly better than Jordan. Like not even close. Okay? It's not even close. Why do you guys, sorry, for you guys to think that Jordan is better, and I love y'all, okay? I really do. I love y'all. Okay? I truly do. Okay? Do you really think that like things like sports medicine and trainers and kids going to basketball camps from the time they're like 3 days old, do you think that produced better players or more or worse players? Do you think all the science that we've learned about Okay, like do you think all that stuff, do you think that's created better players or worse players? Okay. Yeah. The league is just better players now. Okay? It's a completely different era, completely different players. It's not even in the ballpark. Okay? Pick like your like barely above average basketball players right now. Okay? And they are dominant 30 years ago. Okay? It's just different. Okay? It's just an entirely different game. Okay? And if you don't understand that, you're wrong. You can take, dude. I'm sorry. You take some of your better basketball players right now. You take 4 or 5 of them and drop them in the league in the 90s, and they're hitting 3-pointers from places that people weren't allowed to shoot from in the 90s. Okay? You take Steph Curry and drop him in the fucking 90s, and he wins every championship in the entire 90s. All of them. Every single fucking one. No one guards him. No one blocks his shot. No, they don't even know where the hell he's shooting from. Okay? They don't even know what planet he's on. He might as well be an alien. Okay? And people argue like whether, like, you're crazy, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you, like, just fucking name someone. Okay? Just name whatever, pick whatever, like, leading scorer for whatever basketball team you want in the NBA right now. They're the leading scorer and win freaking 9 championships back then. Okay? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Take fucking Brunson. Take fucking, I don't even care who you pick. Okay? Doesn't matter. Wemby would score 700 points a game in the 90s. Okay? Wemby scores 700 points a game in the 90s. No questions asked. But anyhow, I digress. So, of course, everyone thinks, guys, if the only people who think that, like, guys, the people who just think Jordan is the best are 2 types of people. One, old people. Okay? If you grew up watching Jordan, then you think Jordan is better. Okay? And you're old now. Okay? You should probably make sure you schedule that colonoscopy. If you think Jordan is better, schedule that colonoscopy. Okay? You make sure you make that phone call, okay? It's time. All right? You're late. All right? Are you saying he couldn't compete in this era? Jordan could compete in this era. But in this era, Jordan isn't Jordan. Jordan could 100% compete in this era, but in this era, Jordan isn't Jordan. So, Wilt scored 100 points in a game. Name me a current player who has accomplished that. Wilt Chamberlain was playing against fucking plumbers. Okay? Wilt Chamberlain was playing against fucking plumbers. All right? Yeah, literally, Wilt's putting up 100 points against substitute teachers. It's like when people talk about Babe Ruth in baseball. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You could pick a random 12-year-old out of the Dominican Republic, and they're better at baseball than Babe Ruth. Sorry. Sorry. That doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Okay? I know you guys are all just talk, and I hear this funny like 4 for 6 instead of 6 for, or 4 and 6 instead of 6 and 0. Like, LeBron has literally fucking taken teams to the championship that shouldn't have made the fucking playoffs all by himself. He was playing with fucking dudes like me, taking teams to the fucking championship. Okay? Jordan needed a whole supporting cast. LeBron's taking teams to the championship with fucking the same 12-year-olds from the Dominican Republic. Okay? Period. All right? LeBron would be stepping on Jordan on his way to the basket. Okay? I know this isn't politics. We'll get back in a second. I don't give a shit. LeBron would have... What? How big was LeBron? Like 6'6"? Like what? Like what? 150? 160? LeBron would have done this, and Jordan would have been on the other end of the court. That's it. Fucking LeBron would have dunked on fucking Jordan like straight nuts to face, bro. That's not... Are you fucking kidding me? Like that... Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, Tad, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Said, what cam you eyeing, button? These people love spitting on the Constitution. Fuck. Which one is it? Canon. Oh my god. I had it saved in my fucking... I have it saved in my... Canon EOS 50? I think that's right. Canon EOS 50. I don't know cameras. I'm learning, okay? I'm trying to get a used one, which is still cost me like $1,200 fucking dollars. But yeah, so. But, yeah, so I don't know. Anyways, guys. If you ask me who I'd want to watch play ball, it's Jordan. Okay? If you ask me who I want to have a drink and a cigar with, it's Jordan. Okay? If you ask me who I'd want on my team, it's Jordan. I'm a Lakers fan. I can't stand fucking LeBron. Can't stand him. Fucking hate him. Okay? Y'all are confusing like the player versus who would win. It's not even close. Cindy, thank you so much for the $5 towards the camera. I really appreciate that. Cindy, thank you so much for the $5. Said, for your next cocktail, you deserve many cocktails. I have respect for you and Ari. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Really, I probably do need it now. Nicholas, thank you so much. Said $5 for the camera. I really appreciate that. Jen, thank you so much for the $5. Said, are you and Ari cooking out this weekend? And if so, what are you having? We weren't planning on cooking out this weekend. I actually really need a new barbecue, but I can't buy a new barbecue because I'm trying to get my new camera. But thank you, Jen. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll grab some ribs. Maybe I'll smoke up some ribs this weekend. I might be able to do that. I might smoke up some ribs this weekend. Who knows? All right. I might smoke up some ribs this weekend. Thank you guys so much for supporting my camera fund. I really appreciate that. If you guys like support, I do have super chats, gifts, and I'm still trying to get through these DJ glasses. I think I need 2 of them for one person. I'm trying to clear out this gift gallery. I might actually restart. Is it cleared out? No, it's still not cleared out of the gift gallery. I need 2 for one person. I actually might do a little restart over on TikTok because I've talked about basketball for too long. I talked about basketball for too long. We'll see. I might have to just restart it over there. Bruno, I am great at politics and basketball. You're wrong. If you support Trump, you can join the guest request box or call on the number that's above my head. I appreciate you guys. Ogden said, who's better, Jordan or Pippen? Jordan. See, that's easy. That's an easy one. Jordan was amazing for his era. He just the eras change. Basketball is just basketball is a different game than like football, right? It's just a different game, even though people are stronger and bigger and faster now. So that is true. Thank you so much, Ogden. I appreciate it. So I think the difference with football is that back then they allowed you to pretty much do murders on the field. And now, like, if you touch the if you breathe on the quarterback too hard, then you know. I sound low compared to other lives. Someone else mentioned that to me, and I don't understand why. Do I sound lower than normal? Jordan did all the greatness without shooting 3-pointers. That's even harder to do. Yeah, it's just not. It just means he wasn't that good at shooting 3-pointers. If you could do it all and shoot 3-pointers, then you're a better basketball player. That proves my point. That's another reason, by the way, why the Bulls wouldn't win any championships. They had one 3-point shooter. I guess centers that shoot 3-pointers now. Anyways. Hello, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome. Why is that?
I'm a Republican, and he's a Republican. I believe in his general ideals. And I generally trust the Republicans to, they trust biological reality, and they're not trying to pack the court or do any of the, radical things that Democrats are trying to do.
Trying to
changing the
pack
Electoral
the courts.
College. I don't think that's a good idea.
Donald Trump literally has like 3 Supreme Court justices, and then the common knowledge is that if they look like they're going to lose the Senate, he's going to put in 2 more. They are literally packing the courts.
No, I mean he's not. I mean he got those. He just chose because the openings were there, and he chose conservatives, and that's just a part of the process. What he's not trying to do is expand the number of seats in the court, and that's
the number of seats that always should have been. That's not packing the court, sir. That's just following precedent.
No, I'm saying it's trying to alter the Supreme Court, and I don't.
The Supreme Court was supposed to be altered.
Why
are there as many Supreme Court? Why are there as many Supreme Court? Hold on. Why are there as many Supreme Court justices as there are right now? Why does that? How many are there, by the way?
There's 9.
Okay, why is there 9?
It has to be an odd number so that they can come down on decisions. So it's got to be in increments of 2. I think it started. Did it start with 7 at one point? Maybe they expanded to 9. I'm not sure.
Very good. And why was that?
Why did they expand to 9 versus 7?
Mm-hmm.
Probably because we had more states. We were expanding as a country. They probably needed more. The size of the government probably was reflecting the size of the populace.
Good. Yeah, guess. It's actually based off how many circuit courts there are. Federal circuit courts. Oh. So there was 7 federal circuit courts, and then it went to 9, and so they added 2 more justices to make it 9. How many are there now?
There's 9.
Incorrect. Court. So there's 9, but how many federal circuit courts are there?
Oh, I don't know.
There's 13.
Okay.
Yeah. So just like when we expanded from 7 to 9 because the number of federal circuit courts existed, we should have expanded from 9 all the way to 13 as the number of federal circuit courts increased also. That's all the Democrats are saying, is that there should be a judge for each federal circuit court, which is the way it was designed.
So when there was 7, and then but when they went to 9, I mean, were those things that it was a direct correlation to the number of?
Yeah, it was always a direct correlation. It
Federal
started as 7
circuits
because
there
of
were?
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like it. I mean, if as a part of the process, you can amend these things. But generally, I just don't think Democrats are on the right side of a lot of these issues, like abortion.
Hold on. Let's not switch the
I'm
topic
really-
here, sir. You're calling it packing the courts, okay, for doing exactly how the court was designed to act, right? That's not packing the court, sir. That is just operating this. That is keeping the system updated for how we're supposed to act in the United States, right? That's the way the Constitution was actually originally designed, is to be able to update things as we move forward, right? That's why we have a constitutional amendment process. Now, granted, that entire system is flawed. Ooh, excuse me. That's why the entire system is flawed. And that's why we don't update the way that we should. But calling it packing the courts to just do what we should be doing all the time to make things legal and fair is kind of ridiculous to call that packing, don't you think?
Well, I think from that perspective, I think you'd be closer to correct. But that's not the reason that they talked about it. Like when I hear Kamala Harris talking about expanding the Supreme Court, it just seems like it's a political weapon to give Democrats an advantage over. It doesn't seem principled like what you just talked about, and it doesn't seem based on any principle. So
It's not supposed to be based on principle. It's supposed to be based on law and precedent, right? You're just saying, the problem is, sir, is if you think that adding 4 more seats to the Supreme Court hurts conservatives, that just means the conservatives are outdated and shouldn't be in power to begin with.
Not necessarily. I mean, I just don't want to see a system be manipulated for the sake of
The system's being
political
manipulated
gain.
right now.
How so?
How is the system being manipulated? You mean specifically within the Supreme Court?
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
the Supreme
they're
Court
voting.
currently
I mean,
right now is completely ignoring precedent when it comes to a lot of decisions that they're making, right? And they're doing it in order to propagate, conservative, decision making that has no precedent and has nothing to do with the Constitution or any amendment or any precedent. So, yeah.
the one thing I really don't like, and it's fundamental to what makes Republicans Republicans and what makes Democrats Democrats, and it's that Republicans are seeking universal liberty, whereas Democrats are seeking universal equality. And I think there's overlap there. I think there's Democrats that do want liberty, and there are Republicans who want equality. But generally, the ethos is that you need a government to decide, and majority rule is essentially what democracy is, 50%. And you see Democrats pushing for one person, one vote, and that is not how our system was built. The Electoral College is in place, and these are fundamental things that it just seems like the only threat to our country are, I think, political groups that are attacking. Those are the real institutions, that we hold up. It's the pillars of our entire government. And I see
Why do you think
Democrats.
liberty and equality are opposites to each other? Those things can easily exist together.
Well, they can, and that's what I said. I said that there's Republicans who believe in equality and there's Democrats who believe in liberty. But generally, when you look at the goal,
Or you could just be a
of
progressive and
Republicans-
believe in both.
But Democrats believe in majority rule. They believe in
So do
democratic
Republicans.
socialism. They don't believe in individualism.
Republicans believe in majority rule also.
You do or you don't?
Republicans do.
No.
All right, can you please
No,
name me
democracy.
one person in the House of Representatives or the Senate that wasn't elected on majority rule?
Majority rule. You're using the term.
Can you just please
majority
tell me
rule
one
differently
person in
than-
all of Congress that, Republican in all of
Well, people
Congress
get-
that wasn't
people get
elected on
elected.
majority rule?
People get elected through a simple majority, but the idea is that
Majority rule,
people-
sir. So can you just answer the question?
No,
Can
but-
you name one?
Well, the Republicans, we are a republic, a constitutional
Sir,
republic.
sir. You can
People
talk
don't
about
get a
all that stuff.
one-to-one
That's so
vote.
great. Can you please name me one?
Name me one what?
One Republican senator or representative that was not voted in on majority rule. Just one.
Majority rule. You're not understanding what I'm saying when I say majority rule.
What do you
Majority
mean
rule
when you
means
say
the
majority
majority
rule?
of people. Well, when I say majority rule, I mean the people directly have an exact impact on. If 51% of people decide something, then the other 49% is subject to it. And
Perfect.
same thing
So
with
like
the
Greg Abbott in
majority
Texas, who's
minority.
a Republican governor, right? He was voted in exactly how you're saying that, majority rule. So should we get rid of Republican governors that were voted in on majority rule?
No, because they were put there democratically, but in terms of the
By
function
majority
of
rule.
the government, it's not majority rule because we're electing someone. We're actually, that's what a republic is putting someone in place to do our voting for us, our electors to do the voting for us.
A
So
governor
it's
is not an
direct.
elector.
It's not one-to-one.
A governor is not an elector.
Right, but you know what
So I'm
saying.
talking
There's
about a
electors
governor.
and there's-
They said who's going to be in charge of Texas, right? Literally what you would consider the rule, right? The ruler of Texas, right? Who's that going to be? One person. Cool.
Governor.
What are we going to do? We're going to call him the governor, and how are we going to get that person in? We're going to do a 1-to-1 vote. One person gets one vote, right? And if whoever gets 51% or more, they become the governor. Do it in every Republican state that exists.
But then they're deciding from there. So they have agency and to not put it up to individual issues. We're trusting them that they're going to go ahead and vote on our behalf. But we're not exactly
vote
no one's
on
actually
our behalf.
voting
Vote for what?
specifically for. No one's voting specifically on issues. We're voting for people who vote on those issues, and I think that's the right
Who does
process.
the governor vote for? What are you talking about? The governor doesn't have a vote. They're not a representative of something. They're not going forward to cast a vote on something. What are you talking about?
The form of government.
I'm talking about the governor, sir. I'm talking about the governor. Okay?
Why?
You said Republicans don't believe in majority rule. They don't believe in 1-to-1 vote. I am giving you an example. Okay, I am giving you an example of sir. I am giving you an example of Republicans doing that. Okay, so you should be addressing what I'm talking about instead of whatever you're trying to go off on. All right.
Well, you're saying that they were democratically elected by a majority, a simple majority.
Sure did.
And you're creating a disingenuous portrayal of what I'm actually saying.
Then what are you actually saying?
Just because. Well, I'm saying the actual governance itself is not majority rule. We actually have individual people that we elect for that. So we elect them democratically, and that is a simple majority. But the actual ruling part, the actual governance part, that's not something that individual people actually should have a say in. That's why we
have Democrats said they're against that?
Officials. Well, they want one person, one vote. They want more direct impact, and they want to get rid
one
of
person,
the
one vote is getting
college.
rid of the electoral college. That has nothing to do with what you're talking about, because that's not getting rid of that's not getting rid of a constitutional republic that we have, in which we put in representatives in order to vote for policies and different laws that we have. That still keeps that exact system. Getting rid of the electoral college just means that, just like a governor, you are voted in one vote. One vote goes towards one vote, and therefore that's who elects who rules. Just like I made the example of with Greg Abbott. Literally the exact same thing. So if it's okay for Republicans in places like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, then why is it not okay for the presidency?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand. These big ass birds are flying by me. They're the size
Yeah,
of
I'll
a
have no problem
pterodactyl.
repeating myself whatsoever. If it's okay for Republicans in places like Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, if it's okay to do a 1-to-1 vote to put them into power, then why is it not okay to do that for the presidency?
But I think it's not how our system was designed.
I agree that it's not how our system was designed. I asked, why is it a problem?
Well, I think we've seen success as a country. We've risen since our inception to be the strongest, most powerful country in the history of the world. And I think taking a system that got us here and throwing it out for the sake of political expediency to put Democrats in charge, I think is foolhardy. And it's
How is
just
that putting
one
Democrats
of
in
the many
charge?
things that Democrats
How is
do
getting
that
rid of hold on?
are
How is getting rid of the
destructive.
Electoral College putting Democrats in charge? Didn't Donald Trump just win the popular vote?
Yeah. But it's not changing.
Well,
the
no, but
system.
Donald Trump did just win the
just
popular
because,
vote, right?
right? And in this 4-year
So therefore, if the
window
election was
that
redone without the Electoral College, Donald Trump still would have won. So getting rid of the Electoral College and going one for one vote doesn't get rid of Republicans at all.
well, it has major implications for how the country runs going forward.
Didn't
And
disagree with that.
even
Never
if
said that.
one
I never
president
said. Hold
got
on. I
more
never
votes
said
in a
that, sir.
short period
You said that going to a popular vote would get rid of Republicans. That's what I'm addressing. I'm not
No, I
saying it
didn't.
wouldn't have. I'm not saying it wouldn't have implications. I think it would all be very, very good
I didn't say
implications.
that, though.
I think the reason why our country hasn't progressed to the point where it actually should have is because of things like the Electoral College. That's why we're like 26th in education and like, the most incarcerated country on the planet, right? Because of all the negatives that we get from things like the Electoral College.
I think the reason we have the most incarcerated in the planet is because we have, a lot of crimes happening, a lot of people committing crimes, and that's what happens with freedom. Is you have the freedom to do good things and amazing things, and you have the freedom to do bad things, and we have the best athletes in the world, and then we have people that are, 1,500 pounds and can't leave their house without a crane. That's just what comes with
That is
freedom.
generally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Freedom creates crime. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Yeah.
Well, no, I think when you have a free society, you put guns in the hands of folks and you let them run around like the Wild West. I mean, it's going to create more crime. I think that's a byproduct of freedom. I think, one of the things of having a free country is accepting that there's certain dangers that are in place.
We're like 20 something on the freedom index. There are so many more countries that are more free than us. Yeah.
Okay. But how many countries are there in the world? If we're number 20 and there's 300 something countries,
193.
or however many countries there are, that means we're in the top 10% or something, right?
Yeah, and all those other countries have less crime and less gun violence. So, are we aiming for top 10%? You just said we're the best country ever. I didn't think we were aiming for top 10%. That seems like a pretty weak place to put us. Like, sorry, when I say America is the best, I usually go for like the best, not just like at least we're top 10. Like.
No, I mean
Personally,
if you're in the top 10% at everything, then you're doing pretty good. I think no one can be the best at everything at all times.
Sure.
Who
Well,
would want to be?
then just don't say that we're
don't
say that we're great and we're the best country. Just say we're like just like top 10 or whatever. Like we're pretty whatever. Like we barely get an A on the planet, right? Like we're not valedictorian, but we barely get an A, I guess. That's fine.
Well, we were talking specifically about freedom, the freedom index. That's one element of what it means to live in a country. We also have very high upward mobility. We have a lot of land. We have, it's a beautiful country, and I hate to hear.
We're not number one. I don't even think we're top 20 in either of those things either.
You hate our country. I know you hate America, but
oh no, I love our country very much. That's why I want it to be better and not have it revert to even more shittiness like Republicans do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Democrats, don't haven't earned the votes that people give them. Let's put it that way. The people that vote Democrat should not be voting Democrat because Democrats have no incentive to help them whatsoever. If they can get
that was a whole bunch of gibberish that meant nothing.
I'll tell you what it means. I tell you, and I'm speaking specifically about the black population. The Democratic Party, which was the slave party, now has 85% of the black vote year in, year out, no matter what they do. They can go off on a tangent and talk about LGBTQ issues and not care about black issues and still get their vote. And it's
because as shitty as the Democratic Party is for black people, it's a billion times better than the Republican Party. So,
but they haven't helped. And
you're right. The Democratic Party has not done as much as it should have to help black people, and it's still done infinitely
They're
more
actually
than the
destroying
Republican
black
Party
families.
has lately. So, sir, sir, there two things can be true at the same time, right? The Democratic Party should have done a whole lot more, and the Democratic Party has failed black people in many, many ways, shapes and forms. And also, the Republican Party is the party of the KKK. The Republican Party is the party of white supremacy. The Republican Party is still the party that has
That's
just tried to
untrue.
friggin' weaken the Voting Rights Act. The Republican Party, okay, is still
You can look up
just
that the
so
Democratic Party was the
incredibly
KKK party.
worse, so much incredibly worse for black people. It's not even in the ballpark. So yes, I wish the Democratic Party would start doing better. I really honestly truly wish that they would. They can start whenever they like, honestly, and that would be great. But that doesn't change the fact that they're
do
not
black people get
significantly
bullied?
better than
Why do
Republicans.
they get bullied? Why do black people get bullied if they have different viewpoints? If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Like, what is that shit?
I mean, Donald Trump said almost the exact same thing. So,
But he didn't, did he?
no, he did. Yeah. At the what is it?
You know,
At the
exactly what I'm talking
convention for black journalists. Yeah, he said pretty much the exact same thing. Yeah.
No, but he didn't say. That's why you have to put that qualifier in there, pretty much.
Yeah,
Because
actually, what
didn't
he said,
say,
I
"If
actually
you
think
don't
is
vote
actually
for
much
me, you ain't
worse.
black."
Yeah, what I actually think what he said was actually much worse, but I just meant he didn't say the exact words. I think I like the black one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he said so much worse shit.
Well, if you're in a
And
crowd
he's
of white
done a
people,
whole
and
bunch
there's
of
one
worse
black
shit
guy
too.
there,
So,
like if there's a crowd of white people and there's one black guy there, and you're
then I'm
pointing around trying to
leaving.
find
I
out who you're
shouldn't be
talking
there
about,
at all.
and he
Yeah,
says
that'd be
the
a
black
bad spot
one,
for me to be in.
it just seems like you really demonize things that shouldn't be demonized. Like a guy, the fact that he feels so free about speaking his mind should be
Are you trying
proof that
to?
he's
Sorry,
not
just out of
afraid.
curiosity, before you move on to whatever bullshit you're about to talk to me about, do you think I don't think that Joe Biden was racist? Because I do.
I don't know. I don't know if he was racist or not.
Of course he was.
He
was 80
he
and
probably
white.
was.
Of course he's racist.
Well, generally, the core of the Democrat, they believe that.
Now, if you're 80 and you're
black
white,
people
you're
need
racist.
help.
I'm sorry. Just thought I'd let you know. If you're 80, and that goes for any of my followers out there. If you're 80 and you're white, you're racist. I don't care which party you belong to. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't care what party you belong to or where you vote or what state you're in or what your political views are. I don't give a shit. Yeah, you're fucking racist. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Yeah. So if you think that doesn't apply to Joe Biden or Donald Trump or even some like younger, like just, white old people like fucking Chuck Schumer, I'm sure he's a fucking racist. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all racist. Okay. So let's not pretend for a second that I don't think Joe Biden was racist. Of course he was racist. Okay. That's not an issue for me. All right.
So the left would hate you because what you're doing.
Oh, the left
is
loves
taking
me.
your coalition.
I think my follower count kind of goes against that, right? I don't think
you
the left
really got to
hate me.
ride with the Democrats. And I know that you're trying to have integrity and say that you're not a Democrat or whatever, but
well, I'm
you're
not a
actually
Democrat,
galvanizing. I know and I'm saying you're actually hurting your cause, and I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see people not actually support the party in power that can actually
sir,
enact
I really couldn't care less what you think about my cause, or any cause, really, for that matter. Sure. Yeah. Your opinion on what other people think about other people means, man, less than nothing to me, man.
Oh, cool. Sounds good.
I don't know what that has to do with much, bro. So you know what Democrats respect, which is something that Republicans never could.
What's that?
Democrats respect people who actually tell the truth, who actually come with factual evidence on things that people on the right just don't understand, right? And so even whether I go back to the Democratic Party or I stay exactly where I'm at, I will always have respect for the Democrats. I will always have
really love the truth, don't they?
Thank you. I will always have respect for the Democrats, and it will never be a problem. But I will never have respect from the right. Okay. I will never have respect from the right because the right doesn't care about things like that. The right doesn't care about things like like facts or evidence or or intelligence. They don't care about any of those things. That's why I could never be a Republican, right? I could never be on the right, because I couldn't just ignore all things that actually make sense in order to, I don't know, just appease whatever emotions you have.
Actually, an ideologue.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to anything you were saying. What was that?
I believe you're an ideologue.
I don't really give a shit about your opinion of me.
Because if you were to try
I'm
to
still gonna
tackle
get
the
it. Okay,
question,
that's cool. I'm still gonna get
Under-
it. That's cool.
under what conditions would you be wrong? Under what conditions would you actually support Republicans? If you can't actually answer
Yeah,
that
if they became
honestly,
liberal.
then you're an ideologue.
Yeah, they became liberal.
Yeah, that means you're an ideologue. So
It's not
like,
being an
there would have to
ideologue.
be like, and
See, like
let's
if
look
you
at
go
Trump,
back
for
to like when the
example.
Republican Party started and when they were, founded, they were actually the more liberal party. They were the more leftist polarity, and then I would have been a Republican. Yeah. Yeah, I am an ideologue. If you mean just that I actually believe in the things that the beliefs that I believe in, and I actually have conviction over things like human rights and minimum standards of living. If you think that that makes me an ideologue, then fuck yeah, I'm an ideologue, dude. I'm such
So
an
under what
ideologue.
conditions would you vote for? Let's say, for example, Trump was running again and he was able to do it. Under what conditions would you actually vote for him? Like really vote for him?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So, and if Trump could run again, I think that the only condition that I would have, that if he had a time machine and then was just like never a really shitty president who was a racist and a fucking xenophobe, and also he never sexually assaulted anyone, and also he never, he never sexualized a 10-year-old, and also he never sexualized his fucking daughter, and also he didn't actually steal like, $1.8 billion from the American people on top of the money that he already got awarded from the American people where he's stealing it. And also where he, didn't take money from the Qataris or the Russians or Apple or big oil or any of those things. Or, it's just, okay. And also if he went back in time and was never hanging out with Epstein, like on his plane or any of the things, they talked about in his files. Okay. So like if he had just done he had just never done all of those horrific things, then yeah, he's got my vote. Yeah.
So I think you can actually, if you dug down on all those, the right has an answer that will actually, you'll be happy with the answer when you actually follow the end of it.
Do you have a
Because,
time
like,
machine?
the Epstein thing, as soon as he
Does
realized
the right have a time
what
machine?
Epstein was, he got rid of him.
Guys, I think the right has a time machine, and we're gonna go back and do all of this. Guys, I might end up being a Trump supporter next election with this time machine. That's gonna be great. Guys, aren't you
I mean,
excited?
you could see
W's in
things
the chat for
differently.
time machines, I think that's really awesome.
You could look through a prism and see something different on the other side, just depending on the angle. And there is a way that if you understood Republican talking points and perspectives, that not only would you be happier, you'd be more right.
I don't think I could be happier, and I do understand all the talking points. So
You couldn't be happier.
no, I really
I mean,
couldn't.
I think the feeling that there's a whole populace out there oppressing you because of the color of your skin, to have that hanging over your head, and to never
I
know that
wouldn't.
you
I wouldn't give
actually
up the color of
deserve a
my skin for
job,
fucking anything. Yeah,
it's sad.
I wouldn't give
really
up the
does.
color
It's
of
an
my skin for
oppressive-
fucking anything. What are you talking about?
It's an oppressive ideology, and that's, black folks aren't doing any better, yet they vote
Sir,
for
the
them
color of my skin is
85%
what
of the
makes
time.
me so fucking pretty. And trust me, that's the one big advantage of doing this every day. Okay, is that I get to see myself in the camera. It's really a beautiful thing to see someone as pretty as me with this fucking beautiful ass fucking skin just walking around amongst, people like you, right? So it's absolutely
Your ego
amazing.
hurting
So
a little
no,
bit? Is that why you're trying to bully me? Is because your ego hurts?
no, I'm not bullying you, sir. If you'd like me to start, are you like one of those people that gets turned
Yeah,
on
give
by
it a
being
shot.
bullied?
If this isn't,
Are you like one of those guys who gets turned on by fucking being bullied? Because if that's the case, please put it back into your pants, okay? Because I'm not really interested. All right. But what I was going to say is, yeah, the only people that think that, like, yeah, dude, being brown is fucking awesome. Okay, it's the white people that are the problem. All right, that's the issue. Like we're doing just fine. Okay, if y'all would get out of your own head and stop trying to compare yourself and just ending up being less than on every single point, which is why you have to literally create laws and create literally a suppressive government to try to put brown people down, because you know that you'd be fucked up, and we would literally, well, not only probably make this country way better than you have it, but definitely fuck y'all out of existence. Okay, if y'all didn't know that, and so you guys have to create laws and gerrymander and have Supreme Court cases and do all of those things in order to try to, you know, and try to undo that, right? You guys are just scared and intimidated. That's all it is, man. That's why you vote Republican, is because you're scared and intimidated.
No, I actually used to vote Democrat, and I was kind of raised in the liberal college education system, and then it wasn't until I actually started paying taxes and seeing where the money was going and understanding incentive systems, and you grow up. There's a reason that Republicans are much older than Democrats, is because they're wiser. When you get older, you get smarter.
No, you just get older and you like to get stuck in your ways. See, we just had this conversation, right? And like, we just saw it with a bunch of old people, right? So, for all you old people that were out there, and we were talking about basketball, who said that we're talking about LeBron Jordan. People look back at people like Jordan, they have this nostalgia about him, right? Because he was amazing for the time. And sometimes, that's just something that's a thought and core that people want to stick with, and that's great. That's fine. But the problem is when that stops us from being able to progress as a nation. When it's basketball, who gives a shit, right? Have fun. Like, it doesn't really matter, because it's just arguing about basketball players. But when you use that to create things like Make America Great Again, because you think that taking America back to a time when things like Jim Crow existed, or when the women couldn't have their own bank accounts, right? When you remember that time, right? And you want to take the United States back to that, all right? Then that destroys the society of everybody else around you, right? And it stops young people from being able to grow up in a society that is actually beneficial to them. And it freaking does things like, weakening, Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, which actually drags black people back, which are doing things like the SAVE Act, which actually drags women back, right? So when it comes to holding on to your nostalgia, right? Like, I am always, right, going to think that 90s rap, and especially early 2000s rap, because that's what I really love, right? Early 2000s rap is better than anything that comes out today, right? But what I'm not trying to do is ban Little Uzi Vert or whoever the fuck, Kodak Black, or whoever people are listening to, right? I can be nostalgic about the music that I love, right? The things from history that I love, without holding everyone back, all right, from moving on. And that's the difference between me and you and Republicans, right? You guys want to hold back the entire nation, all right, because you want to feel some type of member bearing nostalgia stuff, and we still want to keep pushing this forward.
I think you're projecting a negative motive onto the whole Make America Great Again thing. And, he's never said, and he says he disavows racism, he disavows KK. I mean, there's nothing more a guy can actually do. And, Democrats, your institutions are actually fabricating racism out of thin air by paying. You actually have liberal institutions paying KKK members to keep racism alive. And it's, eventually,
Do you have any proof of
I'm
that?
okay with Republicans losing at some point, but
Do you have
as
any
long
proof
as
of
they
that?
don't care about race,
Do you have any proof
I'm
of
in
that?
their corner. Say what?
Do you have any proof of that? What you just said?
Proof of what?
Anything you just fucking said. Do you not? Are you talking so fast you don't even know what you're saying?
Well, I just said a few things, so I was expecting you to actually have a coherent question for me.
Yeah. How about the fact that liberal institutions are paying KKK members?
It just came out recently. It was a story. I'll have to pull it up here and go over it with you on the side.
Don't worry about it. I know what you're talking about, and I already know how to prove it wrong. So while you're looking it up, it's totally fine. What you're talking about is the Southern Poverty Law Center being indicted on paying white supremacist groups, and they claim that they were 100% doing that as far as informants in order to get information to actually prosecute those law firms, and there's been no evidence to prove what they're saying is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so what you're saying
money
is
should not be coming out of the pockets of that institution into the pockets of KKK people. So
it is if they are undercover agents in KKK groups. Yes, it 100% should.
Racists. pure racists, and this is
Sir, do you have any proof to
means
sir,
an opportunity.
be quiet. Before you speak
Motive
anymore.
means an opportunity.
Before
buddy.
you speak anymore, do you have any proof whatsoever? Do you have any proof whatsoever for what you're about to say? Because I just had to inform you of your own point. Okay, so before you start rambling about something that you know nothing about, okay, do you have any proof to any of this?
Or wasn't there? I mean, you're running away from the point. I mean, you don't like that I brought it up, and you're.
Oh no, I love that you
simply,
brought it up so I could prove it wrong. I'm asking if you have any proof of anything that you're saying.
No, you can't prove it wrong. It hasn't been
I already did, sir.
yet.
Sir, I just explained your point to you and then proved it wrong.
It has not been adjudicated.
It has not been
No,
adjudicated?
it's not.
Then why are you saying it exists?
Because it's in the news. I mean, it just happened.
Because
Was
it's
it a
in
week
the
ago?
news?
Yeah. I mean,
So you
it's
literally
like the
just
case
proved
that
your
people
own
accept.
point wrong by saying it's never been adjudicated. I agree, sir.
It's one of the things that are happening. I mean, we know it's happening.
That's never
I mean,
been adjudicated. Sir, what does the Southern Poverty Law
so
Center
when it
do?
does,
Sir, what
when
does
it
the
does,
Southern
I
Poverty
expect
Law
you to
Center
keep
do?
pro.
Sir, what does the Southern Poverty Law Center do?
They're probably a fundraising organization for bullshit, racist horse shit.
Don't even know who the fuck they are, and you are trying to say that they're funneling money to stuff, and you don't even know who the fuck they are. What that we like to call people like you. I like to call people like you, sir. What I like to call people like you is this fun little term. We call it a headline hoochie. You're a headline hoochie. You got all the little short shorts and everything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're just a little headline
is it
hoochie
wrong?
that you just read a headline, right? You have no idea what it
You're
means.
just mad 'cause it's
You
happening.
have no idea
You're not
what it
actually arguing
means.
the
You have
merit.
no idea what it means, okay? Or what any of the words in it are. I don't know if you could have read them, even if you did try to read it, okay? And you're just reading the headline, and you have no idea of the context. You have no idea of anything that's going on around the subject. You just read a little headline and you went, I feel like I can talk about this now. And this is what we like to call the Dunning-Kruger effect, right? This is like what this is what we like to call the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Blatant hypocrisy of the left. And you guys still vote for it. You guys are complete morons for voting.
Can I get
for it.
headline hoochie in the chat, y'all? Can I get headline hoochie in the chat for for this guy out here? Please and thank you.
I always bring in the dough. That's one thing. Whenever I call into these shows, people like giving you money whenever I speak.
People like giving me money. Somebody at the beginning of the live said I wouldn't make $2.50 on this live. I wish it wasn't so long ago. I was going to put it up there.
Your money's going to someone
Somebody
else.
said that I suck,
hoe?
that my live is horrible, and that I won't make $2.50 on this live. Miglo, thank you so much for the galaxy. I really appreciate that. Y'all, if anybody wants to send me $2.50 to prove him wrong, I really appreciate that. Exactly $2.50.
It's going to a different organization. It's not like you.
Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, at Polypolitics. I really appreciate that. Of course, I appreciate the gifting too. I really do. Thank you guys so much.
I think it's going to a
got a
different
headline
organization.
hoochie. We need a headline hoochie. We need to do a headline hoochie chat. This guy sounds like Bill Mayer. He kind of does sound like Bill Mayer. That's kind of annoying. we need a headline hoochie chat. Elizabeth, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I can't stand that motherfucker either, honestly. Maybe it's just a voice thing.
Real time with Bill Maher, wrong.
Louise, thank you so much for the $2.50. I really appreciate that. I was hoping somebody would actually do it. I hope that guy is still here. The guy who said I wouldn't make $2.50. Paul, thank you so much for the $2.51 on Venmo, because you just have to be difficult. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate that. Jim wants to know why you're a racist.
Are you looking at a mirror right now?
I mean, I am looking at a screen with my camera on it, so I technically kind of am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you should ask yourself that question, because I think.
All right, Paulie, why are you a
I'm
racist?
actually...
Oh, you're not a racist? Oh, that's cool. All right, so I'll just talk to you. Why are you a racist?
I'm the anti-racist. You're the racist.
You're the anti-racist. What makes you anti-racist?
Well, because I don't want to talk about race. I don't think it should be a factor anywhere.
That doesn't make you a racist. That makes you ignorant.
It makes me an anti-racist.
No, that makes you an ignorant.
I'm anti-talking
An anti-racist is somebody who
anti-acknowledging
talks
it.
about race and helps to perpetuate things that go against racism. So you have to be actively against racism in order to be anti-racist. And in order to be anti-racist and actively anti-racist, you have to talk about race. So no, that's just being ignorant.
Yeah, you're
try, though.
bending over backwards to make that work. It's so ridiculous.
I'm
The
really
only
not.
real
This is a very
anti-racist
common thing,
are
sir.
the people who are anti-race. Truly anti-race means.
Well,
not
I do
talking
believe
about
you
it,
are
not
probably
caring about it.
anti every race but yours. I do agree with that.
I'm
that part
for
is
it.
true. That
I'm
part
for
is
every
true.
race, and that's
Yeah.
this is what you guys do.
No, you just said you're
Demonize,
anti-race,
and
sir.
you can't
How can you be
actually-
for every race if you're anti-race?
I'm pro.
Ooh, that was a big old
anti-race.
stutter. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that big old stutter? He had no idea how to answer that. That was pretty wild. Which I think that's pretty impressive. So that's pretty cool.
Pro-human,
He had
anti-racism.
no idea how to answer that, man.
Anti-race.
He got all choked up on that one.
I said I'm pro-human, anti-race, anti-racism.
Because I'm only
And
human
you're pro-racism.
after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
Don't put the blame on Republicans.
Well, that was lame. Anyways, I'm going to move on. I got someone else in the other guest request box, and you're boring me now, okay?
All right, go. Eat shit.
Yo, thank you guys so much for the two people who sent me the $2.50. I really appreciate that, Paul. And so I literally started to say that earlier because I was like, that's so funny that somebody was like, you won't make $2.50 on this live. I'm like, man, I hope I make $2.50 on this live and prove that guy wrong. That'd be real embarrassing if he was right. That'd be real embarrassing if he was right. All right, y'all. We're gonna move on. It looks like we have another guest coming up, so I really appreciate that. If you guys still support Trump or you're still a Republican, please call in on the number that's above my head or join the guest request box over on TikTok, and we can have a conversation. If you'd like to support the live, I already said that's where my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal are, so I really appreciate you guys. $2.50 goes a long way towards me getting my brand new camera, which is why we're running little gift goals and stuff like that for the new camera, so I really appreciate that. And Nicholas, thank you so much for the $2.50 for proving them wrong. So I really appreciate that. Guys, this live gift goal of this DJ glasses has been up for way too long. So I need someone to send me 2 of those. I need one person to send me 2 of those things so I can clear it off my gift gallery so I can stop seeing the DJ glasses and move on to someone else. Okay, something else. So I need somebody to send me 2 of those over there. So if you got a couple coins burning a hole in your pocket, I'd really appreciate you. Luis, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said ask him if Trump is still a Christian. Sorry, my bad. I missed it. I apologize. Sorry. Thanks, Luis. How's Puerto Rico doing? I appreciate you. Lovely Goddess, thank you so much for the $10. Said any white person who lived during Jim Crow era are in fact racist, regardless of proximity to black people, and raised racists who live in this dreamland that racism exists anymore. Yeah, that whole that's a crazy thought to just be like, oh yeah, I don't. That literally that dude was pulling I don't see race. I don't see race. Race, I don't even see it. That's why I said that fucking pathetic shit. Thank you so much, Lovely Goddess. That really does me a lot. Thank you so much. Chester, thank you so much for the $20. Said, here's a few dollars for your camera fund minus Google's cut. I appreciate that. That really does go a lot. Like I said, I'm hoping to buy that thing soon. I'm hoping I can buy it. I'm trying to set up another trip too to go use it. So I'm hoping. So hopefully soon. But thank you so much, Chester, for the $20 super chat. And VJ, thank you so much for the $5. Said double the amount of $2.50 just for putting up with that idiot. Thank you so much, VJ. I really, really appreciate all of that. Big W's in chat for everybody supported, and Kayla for sending the DJ glasses too. Big W's in chat for everyone who supported and for Kayla and whoever was sent gifts during that. Sorry, usually my gifts would pop up in my chat over here. I don't know why they're not anymore. So I'd be to thank everybody. But if you send a gift over on YouTube, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you over there too. That really means a lot to me. So thank you guys so much. I think the guy, literally, I had someone up there that I was ready to bring up. Oh, there he is. I think they're still there. They just came back. Finn, thank you so much. I just saw that gold coin too.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I am 18.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
I'm a Republican. I'm a
Republican?
Thomas Massey kind of Republican, though.
You're a Thomas Massey Republican, so you're a Trump
Libertarian.
supporter?
I just see why are you still a Republican? That's why I was coming up with the debate.
Well, yeah, no, I was just asking, like, I mean, if you're a Thomas Massey supporter, you're a Trump supporter.
Yeah, I'm Thomas Massey.
No, you're a Trump supporter.
Thomas Massey is not even close to a Trump supporter.
I think he voted along with Trump, like, what, 99% of the time?
90% of the time?
No, like 99% of the time.
No,
it might have been
no.
98. It was either 98
like
or 99.
85 to 90%.
No,
he just got primaried by Trump. Yes, it
yeah,
is.
he got primaried by Trump because that's what happens when you vote with him. Not, oh, I'm hearing it's 91% of the time. Oh, gotcha. So you're a Trump supporter. If it was 80% of the time, it still makes you a Trump supporter, right? You're still supporting someone who supports 80% of the things that Donald Trump does.
Well, yeah, I'm a conservative. It's just, of course I would. So we can talk about mass deportations. We can talk about idiotic, democratic viewpoints. Like,
yeah, sounds good. So what year did you graduate high school?
I'm not. I'm going to my senior year.
No, well, at least he answered the question. What state are you in?
Louisiana.
You're in Louisiana.
Yep.
That's interesting. So how do you feel about redistricting in Louisiana right now?
I haven't really formed an opinion on it. I believe that
an opinion on it.
No, I don't. I form my opinions on every single little thing that's going on in the world of government issues. What I think is that it was very important in 1960s to be implemented, and I believe it needed to happen then. I don't know so much now.
What district are you in Louisiana?
I'm not telling you.
You don't know.
I'm not in that. I'm not in the district though.
You're not in the district? I'm asking you which district. You're in a district.
Yeah, I'm not in the district that they're gerrymandering.
They're gerrymandering all the districts.
I'm not in the black one then.
Not in the black one? Every district in Louisiana is the black one.
No,
a third of the state is black.
No, the designated congressional seat I'm talking about. I'm not in that seat. I'm not in that district.
So which district are you in?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
Why you want to know?
Because I was just in Louisiana and I've been talking to different representatives from Louisiana from different districts. Okay. So yeah, I'd like to know which district.
Clay Higgins. He's an asshole.
You're in District 3?
Yes.
That's funny. Where's Priscilla at when I need her? Priscilla, are you here? Someone get Priscilla in here. Priscilla, for y'all don't know Priscilla, she was on here yesterday. Priscilla is running in District 3.
She got 50,000 of the vote. Okay, she's not making any headway. At least not right now.
She got 60,000 votes, and regardless of that, that's just kind of crazy that you're talking shit on Priscilla when you're in Clay Higgins' district. That's wild.
No, Clay Higgins is an asshole. I hate that man.
Oh, it's really crazy how you just said you didn't involve yourself much in. Wow, that's crazy. He got just kicked. I don't even know what he said, honestly. He got kicked by TikTok. I like legit. And like legit, I don't know why. Like legit, I don't know why. Shay, thank you so much for those 2 DJ glasses, clearing that off the gift gallery. I really, really appreciate that. Why age? He was old enough. I've been doing this for a long time. I've never seen someone kicked for age. Ever. I've never seen someone kicked for age. And I've been doing this a long time. Like never. Never. No, I can't let you back up for 10 more minutes. Because I'll just get it'll just restrict my live. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If I let you right back up, it won't be worth it. It's funny how we knew who Priscilla was, though. VJ said even TikTok doesn't want to deal with that idiot. Probably not. No, it said like themes or something that he themes of something. I don't even know. Themes that are uncomfortable or whatever. I don't know. He's similar to Liam. That's not a very good comparison. Oh my goodness. Because he said that's dumb. That's if what you guys are saying in the chat is the reason why. If what you guys are saying in the chat is the reason why, that's fucking sad. And like, no joke. I know he was like young or whatever. But he said nothing that should have gotten him kicked. I'm sorry. TikTok is being a sensitive little bitch. If they just kick that kid for something that he said. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything that should have gotten him kicked. I'm sorry. Whether he's an idiot or not, I don't fucking know. We would have gotten further into that, to be honest with you. But as far as him getting kicked, he didn't say shit that he should have gotten kicked for. So just being honest. So if you're out there and you can hear me, I don't believe you should have gotten kicked, but I also can't bring you back up because it's just my account's not worth it over there. And since no one on YouTube is calling in, I've been on for just about 3 hours. I think I'm going to call it quits. I think I'm going to jump off. I'm going to jump off and go do other things with my evening. I'm going to be on, guys, I'm trying to get my YouTube restarted. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, please, for the love of God, please, 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 go and hit that bell. Go to my page and hit the bell and turn on notifications. The only way we are going to break through, because YouTube is obviously suppressing my content, and I've seen a lot of creators out there on the left saying that their content is being suppressed. The only way we break through that is from y'all coming to my page, hitting that notifications button, and coming on and watching my lives and doing all of that stuff. That's the only way we break through it. Okay? So if you guys follow me on YouTube, you guys watch me on YouTube or any of that stuff, please, 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 please. And if you guys do it on TikTok too, do all the same stuff because it's been low over there too. But if you guys do that stuff, please come over and hit those notifications, join the lives, talk when you guys are here, support the lives. I really appreciate that. And really mean a lot to me. I'm keeping my hopes up that things are gonna kind of turn, but yeah, I appreciate you. All right. So yeah, love you guys. I will probably be back on tomorrow morning and then tomorrow evening. I plan on doing 2 lives tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend if not, and I love you guys. All right. Bye.